Hello and welcome back to a brand new episode of the Pick a Side podcast. My name is Joel Moran and now I'm here with River Brown, Angel Velez, and Mr. Joel Dells. In today's episode, we're going to go over the biggest Week 2 NFL storylines, in or out statements, and give our weekly awards. I love that you guys are wearing the merchandise of your favorite teams. Dells with the Celtics, and Riv with the Houston Texans, CJ Stroud
Drew
jersey.
with the Broncos in the scrubs.
Lost me. Not my favorite team.
Yeah, no Packers gear today, no Jets hat today.
They played Thursday.
Just generic outfit
Who,
today.
The
Green Bay?
Packers.
Oh, no, who they play?
Well, I know they played Thursday.
The Commanders.
You're saying they played. I thought you
Yeah,
were
they
saying,
played
my fault.
Thursday.
Who they got this week?
That's why I was
You've been
really
studying
asking.
tape, looking at the matchup.
They have the Giants. The Chiefs play the Giants.
Chiefs with the Giants.
The Packers play
Sunday Night Football.
the Giants next week. The Packers
Eagles,
play them
Rams.
next
Are you
week.
going to the game?
It's 1
Or
o'clock.
it's
I was thinking
1
about
o'clock.
it. I was thinking about it.
Bro.
I don't know
1
yet.
o'clock game.
For the Chiefs game?
No, the Chiefs game I might be going.
I'm actually
Chiefs
thinking
game-
about going to both.
That'd be dope.
Yeah.
That'd be lit.
It's just, I don't know. I don't know if I could do the ticket price.
You know what I think, Joel? I think you don't like a lot of people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What do you
Why
mean?
I think
that?
you're like you're not like socially active. Like you like to be in your own bubble and chill.
I feel that. I'm
What are you
the same
talking
way.
about? No, it's just a money thing, really.
Oh,
No, I don't
Yeah.
want to be around a bunch of people.
yeah.
The-
I don't like too much.
The
you know?
tickets are like, if you want good seats, you're gonna spend like $400.
Packers
Good
play the
seats.
Browns this week.
Okay,
Should be dope.
easy matchup.
Should be dope.
Thank you for that. Easy
What if it's
matchup.
not?
The Browns have made things,
It should be very
ugly.
easy. I mean, based on what we've seen the Packers do to the Lions, and then the Lions score 52 on the Bears. The Packers are like the greatest defense of all time. They're
Okay.
trending towards that.
I mean, in
Well.
that, yeah, if you do A plus B, sure.
But when you go to the Giants game, like if you want to sit at the nosebleeds and stuff, it's like $100, and I could do that, but
Those bleeds so high.
I like sitting in the
Have
100
good seats.
sections in the
Yeah,
middle.
I feel that.
I also think for football, there really, and I'm not trying to say this, there really is no bad seat.
I just don't like being in the end zone. I just really don't like. But if you're up high enough, then it's
That's what
valid.
I'm saying, bro.
Yeah.
You see everything, and it's not terrible.
But like hundreds end zone, I don't like.
Being in the nosebleeds in December, you
It's
couldn't
terrible.
pay
Yeah,
me.
no, that's awful.
You couldn't pay, because even in the hundreds, it's freezing.
Yeah. That's why, like, for a Jets game, I haven't gone to a Jets game in years. But if I'm going, bro, I'm going before November hits.
Oh, my bad. The Packers play the Giants November 16th. So it's a
Gonna be a little
ways
chilly.
away from
That's gonna be
here.
a cold game.
Might be a little
Yes.
chilly.
But they play the Chiefs Sunday night football. And that's why I was thinking about going to it, because 1 o'clock games, you're gonna miss every game if you go to a game in person.
Yeah.
Especially with the traffic, getting back home, you're missing every afternoon slate game.
You're missing up to halftime of the 4 o'clocks. And then, of course, all the 1
Might just
o'clocks.
catch that 8 o'clock.
But going
game.
to the primetime game is doable because it's standalone.
Yeah. That's why I can't go to 1 p.m. games. Like, Joey went to the Steelers-Jets game week 1. He's like, yo, you should pull up. I'm like, I'm going to miss everything. Like, I can't, you know?
I mean, you're gonna really do that to watch the Jets and Steelers? Like, no, come on.
No.
I mean,
Great game.
If I didn't do this, there's a high chance I would have gone.
You guys haven't gone to a game 1 o'clock and just had red zone on your phone? Just no dedication to the grind?
I don't get good Wi-Fi at the stadium.
I also don't like watching
Yeah,
on my
internet can
phone
be
while
iffy.
I'm like at a game.
For red zone, I don't mind. It's a
I'd rather just be at
football.
the crib at that point.
I mean, I agree with what you're saying, but I think we went to watch the Dolphins play the Jets. I watched the Broncos play the Giants, and I have red zone on. I don't care. I don't care.
I feel
I'm a
that.
good seat merchant, bro. If I'm not sitting in a good seat, then I'm not going to the game. And if I gotta sit at a good seat, I'm dropping a good $300 to $400. And at that point, I don't know if I could justify it.
Mm-hmm.
The Chiefs and Giants, I'm really thinking about going because my cousin wants to go with me. And
That's the
was
primetime
asking me-
game.
Yeah, he was asking me about it and saying that we should go do something. We should go to the game. So I was really thinking about it. Also, first time I see Mahomes in person. But I don't know, dude. I just don't really want to drop that much bread on
Charles
it.
and Victoria are going.
Slip.
Yeah, it's awesome.
Nice. They're going to see Mahomes.
Charles is going to go see... Dude, Jackson Dart apparently might get a snap or two, but he's going to go see Russell Wilson.
He got a snap on
He did.
this past
I
Sunday.
know.
Didn't do much with it, but
He
still.
ran the ball. It was okay.
Didn't do much with it. He tried to Trey Lance him or something.
They really did. I don't know what was up with that.
He's got some wheels, man.
Yeah, but Russell Wilson balled himself like 5 weeks with that performance.
At minimum.
He leads the league in
400
passing yards.
Yeah, I mean, Russell Wilson was incredible.
After
I'm
how
gonna be honest.
terrible he was in week 1, that might be the biggest turnaround we've seen.
He wasn't terrible as opposed to the line gave him negative chance.
Yeah.
And there also is a defense difference between the Cowboys and the Commanders, apparently.
I guess.
Because, dude, Russell Wilson looked like prime Russ.
Yeah, that made me think about the Eagles' offense too, because the Cowboys kind of shut them down the second half last year.
But then the Eagles go and they win against the Chiefs, albeit ugly. We'll talk about it.
The most ugly victory that was the most ugly game of the weekend, honestly.
Patrick Mahomes had a 0.01 EPA per play when he played the Eagles.
Yeah. Did you know that if
Travis Kelce still catches the ball,
Yes.
he had a 0.19 EPA per play.
that's good, you know that, right?
Is it?
Yeah, anything above
fine.
0 is good.
So 0.0 what?
It was still good.
What was it, the first one?
0.01.
Yeah, that's still good.
I just don't feel like that's good.
Do you know what the average EPA per play is? It's just 0. Just
Zero flat.
Yeah. So if you're negative, it's
So he's
pretty
a
much bad
middle of the
play.
pack quarterback.
Well, you just said it. The drop that he had swung it from 0.01 to 0.19. So that's
Is
a
that what it
significant
is?
drop.
0.19?
Yeah.
Okay,
It's,
that's a difference.
Yeah,
Some
it's-
guy on Twitter dropped it.
It's a significant drop off that wasn't his fault.
Huge.
But yeah.
No, that's a huge difference. 0.007?
No, 0.001.
Oh, to
It's actually
0.19.
a hilarious
That's
number.
huge.
Yeah, I think that the best performance of the weekend was Lamar Jackson at number 1, his
Mhm.
EPA per play. And number 2 was Drake May. Drake May was awesome.
Drake May was great.
Ramondre also had an awesome game.
That,
Hurt my heart.
I know it did.
Antonio Gibson gets the kick return touchdown. It's because he had three holding penalties. And, you're a rookie, you screw up, they're going to have a short leash. So, yeah, Ramondre, talk about Russell Wilson buying yourself 5 weeks. Ramondre bought himself at least another 2 weeks being the starter because he was efficient on the ground and through the air.
I mean, that's what happens when you go up against Miami.
That too. I'm not going to lie. Like, Drake May was great. I'm going to give him flowers. I'm also not going to crown him a god because Miami probably is the worst defense in football.
I was going to say, I have to give Drake May his flowers too. He was great. But again, it is Miami. I agree.
He only missed 4 passes.
Now he
was
but
awesome.
the second half, Miami's defense didn't look horrendous like it did in
Yeah.
the first.
Yeah, fair enough. That was an interesting game.
It
man.
was. It was
a fun
good.
game.
It was
a good
good.
game. Yeah.
Yeah,
It
I'm
was a
so
really
glad the
good game.
Patriots won the game.
I
man.
bet you are, you
What,
bastard.
bro? I thought Achane had the touchdown at the end.
I was lit.
I
I tweeted, Devon Achane, I absolutely love you. I have it typed out, and then the replay shows and his foot's on the line, and I just have to backspace
I was
and
like,
delete
no
it.
way Tua's going to get bailed out like this, huh?
He got bailed so bad, I agree. However, we'll talk about it. Let me not get ahead of myself.
Yeah. Well,
Type
week
shit.
2 storylines, we're going to get into that first. Before we do that, just want to let you guys know that this past week on Splash Sports, which is our kind sponsor of the NFL season, we filled up the contest. 250 contestants were eligible to play.
Dang.
250 people joined the contest. Now, within the contest itself, because you have to put in money, it's $5 to join the contest. There is a prize payout if you are at the top of the leaderboard. But we're also going to incentivize you guys to go join the contest by giving you a spot on the show if you get first place. Right now, the last time I checked, there are only 4 people out of 250 people that went 13 wins or better on their pick'ems, and we still have 2 games left. So on Wednesday, we'll announce who the first place winners were.
Fire.
We're going to raffle it. It's probably only should be like 5 to 6 people. And then one of you guys will be on the show as a guest for a segment. And yes, we will probably ask Splash if they can increase the number of people that can join it if we are consistently filling out the contest.
Mhm.
But yes, because of you guys, our sponsors are happy with us, and we're happy with you guys for supporting the podcast
facts.
in a different way on Splash Sports. I'm not sure if our quick pick hit. I know Jordan Love was good. I
Yeah,
don't know if James Conner was
James
much
Conner
good.
did get into the end zone.
He had yards. Was it?
I think it was yards, man. I don't think he hit it.
I don't think he hit it. It was 77.5 something.
Yeah, I don't think he got
I'm checking it right now. I'm actually on the main account. That's why I can't see it. But James Conner, he had a pretty underwhelming game outside of the
did.
touchdown.
And I'm not
that
gonna
he
lie,
had.
it was underwhelming.
Yeah.
Dude, honestly, the offense for Arizona was kind of underwhelming.
Very.
Against the Carolina Panthers.
I know.
I mean, they were dominating them. They just let their foot off the
I
gas.
was
So
gonna say,
Connor
they are 2-0.
had 34 rushing yards and 18 receiving yards. So yeah,
God, that's gross.
yeah. He sold us. He sold us bad. He's on a no quick
he
picks.
and
He's
He's
on the bed.
He's not
bed.
We should have just went with James Cook, man. Should have just went with
Oh,
Jonathan.
he
Taylor,
would
man.
have hit in the first damn quarter.
Yo, I'll tell you what, man. That running back comparison between Kenneth Walker and James Cook. Kenneth Walker definitely made you guys look good. He
needed
tried
that.
his best. James Cook, Lord have
Hey,
mercy.
if Drake May doesn't count against the Dolphins, no one counts against the Jets.
Wow.
That's a real running back right there.
Which one?
James Cook. You
Well, we
saw
did
the
shut down
you
the
saw the
Pittsburgh
Buffalo
run back.
and New York game, and there was one team that you was like, that's a real running back right there.
What is that supposed to mean?
Brees Hall is a fraud.
It's all right. We're getting a second round pick from Kansas City.
Oh,
For who?
Brees Hall. Bring Brees Hall to Kansas City. We start having some nasty
What
conversations.
you mean we?
He's talking about Kansas City.
Yes.
Why?
We
Yeah, I
still.
catch him.
Yes, still.
Yeah, we.
Don't tell me about we. You was jumping up in the air for everything the Texans did. It
No,
was we.
everything CJ did.
No, it was not. It was
Yes.
everything we did.
was
And if it
Texans,
comes to
CJ.
we, it's him and
The
CJ Stroud.
Texans scored. He was like we.
Who scored it?
CJ.
The Texans scored as a team.
No.
Yes.
Every time CJ threw a pass, Drew, I jumped up in the air. Every time.
Rightfully so.
The defense does
The
anything. I have
Texans-
not moved a single
No.
button.
The Texans make a tackle. They were almost close to stopping Baker Mayfield short on 3rd and 1. He was like, "Did we get him?"
Nah, I didn't say all that, but I definitely was hoping CJ get the ball back. I'll be beasting for it.
Yeah. All right.
Now we
All
about
right.
to score.
So we're gonna get into the first major storyline of the week.
Let's do it.
And that is these Indianapolis Colts led by Indiana Jones.
Indiana
Indiana
Jones,
Jones
interesting.
finding a home in Indianapolis.
Had to retire Danny Dimes.
Indiana Jones tough.
Indiana Jones might be the best nickname in football right now. And he's playing like one of the best goddamn
I'm just
quarterbacks.
not here for you
Shortlist,
guys
shortlist.
glazing Daniel Jones. If that's what's going to happen this segment,
Not gonna be
I'm
me.
not here for it.
I mean, Dels, maybe you were right. Maybe you were right when you said Daniel Jones had no flaws.
Shit, that's what it looked like
The
yesterday.
way that he's playing right now in Indianapolis is looking like it. And Shane
Looking
Steichen,
flawless.
he's had success with multiple quarterbacks before in the past, but none like Mr. Danny Dons, Mr. Indiana Jones.
Tried
And
to
week
tell you.
one, we're trying to think maybe this is an anomaly. You know, maybe this isn't what they're going to be.
Mm-hmm.
Week two, you're out your best edge rusher. You're out your best corner. Charvarius Ward didn't play.
Nope.
And the offense lit up the Broncos defense. This demonizing Broncos defense. I mean, they got savages on that side of the
Not
ball.
even lying.
Get after the passer. They got the defensive player of the year. And when we're thinking, oh, Daniel Jones going from Miami to facing these dogs, it's not going to be the same thing.
No.
But then what does Daniel Jones do? He just leads the Colts to 2 straight games without a punt in NFL history.
I'm glad that
First
you're a
time.
Daniel Jones
We're
fan.
talking about Daniel Jones, a quarterback in the first half who had more passing yards in the first half in Colts franchise history. We're talking about Andrew Luck, Peyton Manning, played for these franchises.
Matt Ryan.
And now Daniel Jones, Matt Ryan, Carson Wentz, once a MVP candidate.
I'll say this.
Phillip Rivers.
You can keep talking as long as you say right now, Drew, you were right.
about Danny Dimes.
You talk. You can continue to do what you're doing as
Yes.
long as you say, Drew, you were right.
Drew, you were right.
Hey, I was there.
Indiana Jones might be the real deal with the Colts.
Really?
And
I'm genuinely
And
surprised.
AFC South could be a division they could win because
Yeah.
they have a complete roster.
do.
But we'll see how long this lasts. But one thing you're definitely wrong on was those Denver Broncos.
It sucked we lost. It's a game that we looked so inconsistent and we still were in control and should have won the game. What kills me the most about that loss, it kills me that we lost on a penalty that should have been called for us on Will Lutz's missed field goal. Because if we're being honest, where I didn't agree with Sean Payton's time management at the end of the game, using timeouts well too soon before we needed to the way that Indianapolis managed the clock at the end too, which
That
I
was
thought was
nuts.
terrible. They were like, all right, we're gonna
60-yarder.
we're gonna trust a 60-yard field goal with a guy who had a career high of 40, I think it was 44 yards last week. I was sitting comfy. 60 yards, we won. I was feeling like that. We weren't going up against Brandon Aubrey. We weren't going up against Boz.
Spencer Schrader.
Spencer Schrader. 60 yards, I said, we won. He misses the kick.
Not
I'm
even
not
close.
surprised. And then they call a flag on a nonsense leverage.
Thank
I was
God.
sick to my
For the
stomach.
football gods.
I was sick to my stomach. I jumped up like a little kid when he missed. I was like, yee! And then he missed. I'm like, man, this is really going to happen to us. So, yeah, it was annoying because now people are pointing the finger at Bo Nix for throwing the interception in the red zone. That's also what bothers me because he had a flawless first half. He was honestly great even after the INT, getting us into field goal range, having a chance to put points up. Will Lutz, who is, I'm not going to take a shot at him Will Lutz has been really good for the Broncos. I'm not taking any shots. It's unfortunate he missed. It is what it is. We live with it. But this defense went MIA on us. Surtain should not have come back. I'm going to stand on that. I understand he's the best in the world. He's the best in the game comfortably. He was obviously hobbled. It was evident in that fourth quarter. He was limping on that last drive. And now you put him in a position to where statistically he had one of the worst games he's ever had in his career. I get that he's a team guy. He's a grit and grinder type of dude, and he wants to play through injury. It was evident he wasn't himself. This pass rush, we couldn't get after it. Daniel Jones was great, making good decisions constantly. And Jonathan Taylor getting his get back against us after fumbling the ball in last year's matchup. He was excellent. One of the players of the week. If he wins AFC Offensive Player of the Week, it's justified. He was legitimately dominant and the difference in the game. We can highlight Daniel Jones, and rightfully so, the completion percentage, the touchdowns, the constant scoring drives. JT was the offensive star of the game for them. For us, it sucks because, again, in a game where we lose, we were in control for 99% of it. It sucks we lost. It is what it is. I'm not overthinking it. Bo looked great. Bo looked awesome.
What are your thoughts about him saying our frauds?
He's joking.
I don't think he is.
No, he doesn't like Bo Nix. He likes the rest of the Broncos.
The thing with the Colts right now that I see is I see a complete football team.
They are.
The defense didn't play so well, but I think you can chop that up to just the
agree.
injuries. Jonathan Taylor was otherworldly. He's still one of the best backs in the league. And Tyler Warren, that's an early L that I'm going to take.
Respect.
He's looking like a star.
Respect.
A superstar.
Joel, you're moving me.
And I think
This whole segment, I'm being moved.
What was
With-
it? What, Loveland?
He said
I
no.
said
He just
Loveland
said
over
that
Warren.
Tyler Warren is good. That's all. That which is fine. But the Daniel Jones saying that I was right, nuts. And now showing Tyler Warren
I
some
know.
love.
I was
love
expecting
it.
a backhanded compliment.
Me
after
too.
the
I
Daniel
was-
Jones shit.
that's why
It's
I'm
like,
like-
Drew, you're right, but not for long. Or some shit like that.
I like Tyler Warren because for such a big man, he's very nimble. The play that I thought that impressed me the most was just on the sideline where he missed the
100%.
DB miss. And it's just like the way that he can move is so fluid for his
Definitely.
size. It's very impressive, and they're involving him in the offense heavily. And they have a great supporting cast. Really, we have to see how long Daniel Jones can sustain a level of play, but all he really has to do is not turn the ball over. And that's it. And just complete the passes that
He's pretty
Shane
good at that.
Steichen has dialed up for him. That's all he has
100%.
to do. For the Broncos, I think the biggest takeaway I came away with the game from is maybe this defense is not as good as we thought it was. Because the defense last year was second in EPA per play. At one point, it was number one, but then the Eagles ended up overtaking them to end the year. And the Broncos, you look at the games that they've played against top quarterbacks, top offenses. When didn't they get shredded?
It's true.
Against the Bengals, Joe Burrow, second matchup against Justin Herbert and the Chargers.
Riley
Against-
Moss coming back from injury is the only
Against
explanation.
the Baltimore Ravens, they dropped 41 on them. In the playoffs against the Buffalo Bills, this doesn't feel like the tier of defense like the Texans, where the Texans shut out the Chargers in the playoffs, the Green Bay Packers, a team that shut out the Lions for the most part, and then they go out and drop 52. It feels like the Broncos, the higher the level of comp they play, the defense gets shredded. And I think the biggest weakness is the run defense. If you have a good offensive line that they have to play against, they kind of get moved around on the line of scrimmage. And that's what I've just been noticing. And I think their defense was a big part of their success last year. And if that regresses this year against a harder schedule, then we're going to see a different Broncos team this year.
Last thing I'll say, and I'll kick it over to you two. I agree with you. The rush defense definitely is something that does concern me to a certain degree. What also concerns me is the consistency that we get out of that cornerback too.
Oh, you don't have good cornerback twos.
And it's sad because Riley Moss last season before the injury was excellent. He genuinely was great. Post-injury was not the same guy. Yesterday, Riley was kind of getting picked apart, and so was Pat Surtain. Just the secondary as a whole wasn't great, but they really were targeting Riley Moss. But that's what's going to happen when you're on a team with Pat Surtain.
Sure.
They have no choice but to go opposite side. Yesterday was a rare occurrence because Surtain was injured, so they just were able to take advantage of that. But Riley, Jaquan, and Jade, one of these three has to step up. And of course, we're looking at Jade to be that guy to come in and immediately be that. But Riley, I expected better from what he showed me last year. For him to not come out and pan out the way that I expected, it's been unfortunate.
So crazy Daniel Jones stat. In week 2, 97% of his throws were first read throws. I think part of that has to do with
90%?
97%,
Oh my
which is
God.
the highest mark since I think it was Fantasy Data is the ones tracking it since like 2023. But any regular season or postseason game, it's the highest mark that any quarterback has ever put up. Part of that I think is just how much pressure Denver was sending. Right, they were constantly having Daniel Jones under pressure, constantly showing mug looks at the line of scrimmage, so he was forced to get the ball out quick. But the other part is Shane Steichen, right? We've always, I think, collectively thought Shane Steichen is one of the better offensive minds in the game the last couple of years. He's dealt with poor quarterback play, whether that's from Anthony Richardson or various backups. But we all recognize that Shane Steichen, if he does get competent quarterback, he has a healthy offensive line, and weapons around him, plus Jonathan Taylor. I mean, you're looking at him as probably like, one of the 10 best offensive minds in the sport. And through 2 games, Daniel Jones, I think you're the one who said about the Ryan Tannehill kind of arc. That's what it feels like for DJ. He has a long way to go. Having your first 2 games indoors in a dome, Riv. You know what I mean? We gotta wait and see.
Miami.
Get Miami one of them games, but then it's Denver the second game. So you kind of have the worst defense in football compared to what we were expecting to be one of the best defenses in football. So it feels like
play call, everything drawn up.
But all seriousness, I don't think you're wrong, Joel. Right? This feels like a complete team because coming into the season, I know I was super high on the Jags. Part of that is like the idea of the Jags, right? Because the Jags are just cooler. They have a first-time head coach in Liam Cohen. They have Trevor Lawrence, #1 overall pick, BTJ and Travis Hunter. They have all these names, They have all of this potential that But you also recognize there were some serious holes there, mostly on the defense. And offensively, there's some questions around them too. But the Colts were a team that kind of just felt boring, right? It was a team that didn't make any major changes in the offseason. And now they're bringing in Daniel Jones. So it felt like a team that was more or less overlooked by us, and no one was expecting Daniel Jones to do what he's been doing. So I'm not saying, shame on us by any means. But when you look at the division, it's weak. You know what I mean? The Texans are sitting at 0-1 right now. We'll see if they get this W, but they're far from world beaters. The Jags look very shaky. And then you have the Titans who have a rookie quarterback. They have a long ways to go. So there's a real path for them to win this division, compete in this division. I think winning that game against Denver is a real stamp, because after week 1, as much credit as they deserved, it was more about, holy shit, Miami's awful. Like, this is one of the worst teams in football. Nobody, me included, were really giving the Colts their proper due diligence, saying like, hats off to you. This is one of the most impressive wins of the week. But going and beating Denver in the manner you did, even though, you did need the 15-yard penalty end to do it, it's credit to them. It's credit to the offense, because I really do think the pieces are there when you're talking about Downs and Pittman, A.D. Mitchell, Tyler Warren, who's fantastic. And I mean, if Jonathan Taylor is going to be this version, and knock on wood, he could stay healthy. He has potential to be the best running back in football.
Best in the game.
He has that type of potential. So if you could lean on that, this is going to be a team that's difficult.
Now, Riv, let me ask you. There's been comparisons drawn to this Colts 2-0 start and the Saints 2-0 start last year. Do you buy into it, or do you think it's different?
I think
Saints wins last year were against the Cowboys and the Panthers.
Yes.
Keep that in mind.
I don't really take anything major away from these past 2 games. I know people like to jump the gun. I'm more looking at their next 5 because they got Titans, Rams, Raiders, Cardinals, Chargers, Titans again, then Steelers, and Falcons, Chiefs, Texans.
I'm not gonna lie, that's kind of cute.
So it's like I'm looking at that Rams game. I'm thinking that's good. I'm looking at the Raiders, the team we think that's in the same tier as them for sure. That Chargers game after that is an important game. The Steelers, like 2 weeks after that. Those are the games I'm looking at. Like you mentioned, Dolphins, worst team in the league. Let me not be rude. One of the worst teams in the league.
Worst defense, maybe.
Yeah, for sure. Denver is a team that we thought definitely a top 10 team, went out there. And I feel like that game was just really weird in terms of where Denver should have won the game, but it was just a lot of things going
on. Dominating the whole game.
It was really just a lot of weird things going on in that fourth quarter. This Colts team, we always felt
dominating's cap
that they were a quarterback away from being competent, being really good. And will we see Daniel Jones do this all season? I don't know. He's giving us kind of that vibe where he's a little bit inconsistent, but this is probably the best weapons room he's had in his career by far. JT always has been a great running back to me. So, like, if he's healthy, you're getting one of the 5 best running backs in the world. The defense, we'll see. Like I said, Rams coming up soon, so that's going to be an interesting matchup. Haven't really played any elite offenses either. Like, it's the Colts are playing great, but I'm just still in a wait and see. Like, I don't know if I can really put too much stock into them yet. I feel like 2-0 is a great start. It also helps that their division there isn't any world beaters in their division, so they're gonna fight for it. They fought for it the last 2 years, so it's not like they're completely out the picture. This team has talent. It's just interesting to see how they go forward, because I do think that Denver win, I think that was more on Denver than it was the Colts, in my opinion.
I think the Saints cop is valid, though. It's just the Saints last year got hurt. You know, like if they would have stayed healthy, who knows what happens. But it's valid in the sense that you have a team that nobody's expecting to do good, that everyone's kind of overlooking, that a quarterback we have questions about surprises the first 2 weeks and makes a statement win. I believe the Cowboys was week 2, right, last year. The Broncos in week 2. It's a game that no one was really picking either side to win. I know there were some people, but majority were expecting the opposing team to win. So we look back on it 2020 like, oh, the Saints, they got off hot, but then they sucked. But it was more so because of injuries, right? It's not like the whole operation just fell apart. It's just the O-line got hurt, then Carr gets hurt, and then everything falls apart.
I just feel like with the Colts,
both weak divisions too.
Their season is going to be determined by what has been determined by the last couple of years, where we know they're going to be a 7-8 win team the final 3-4 weeks of the season. It's whether or not they can get to that 10 win range and really secure a playoff spot, because they've been close. They were a 500 team last year with Anthony Richardson. Mm-hmm. The year before with Gardner Minshew, they were around there. But it's just those final games of the season when they needed their quarterback to play better and be an uplifter in those moments, they didn't get that. So this year we have to see.
Yeah, one thing I will say to the Colts credit, man, it gets lost that obviously CJ ended up winning that Colts game, winning that first game versus the Browns, then of course falling short to Baltimore. Gooden dropped a gimme pass that could have been a first down. It could have been the Colts that made the playoffs. Gardner Minshew's time with them obviously ran short. You know what happens with Anthony Richardson. But this shows, like you kind of alluded to a little bit, Joel's, he's just been looking for a guy that he could just
run
work
the offense.
with.
Yeah.
Just please I'm giving you a game plan. Just execute it. Daniel Jones has shown in the past when you give him a safe floor around him and the infrastructure, he can execute. He can still get you he can get you wins. He can get you to the playoffs. He's shown that in the past. And with Shane Steichen, who I don't want to say he's a better coach than Dable, but man, considering what Steichen has had to go through the last 2 years, he's got some talent. Don't get me wrong. But the lack of quarterback play, the inconsistencies, the injuries that his teams has dealt with, to still be in the hunt down the stretch every single year, maybe this guy, Daniel Jones, was the missing piece for Steichen. Maybe this is what it's going to take for them to clinch the division.
He's only on pace for 17 passing touchdowns.
That would be better than his breakout year 15.
He does have, I think, 3 rushing, though.
You forget about his rookie season. It's sad.
3 rushing.
But it wasn't a breakout year.
I mean, he was great.
He played really
fumbled.
well.
He had so many fumbles.
He had a good rookie year except for the fumbles.
It looked good because when you go on like Pro Football
He's 24
Reference,
and 12.
they don't show the fumbles.
He's 24 and 12
But
on
then you
Pro.
scroll down, it's like 17 fumbles.
I will say Daniel Jones is the only hope this year for a breakout quarterback, because the hopes of one in New York ended week 2.
Whoa.
Justin
Wow.
Fields.
He got concussed.
He didn't have to do
He
that.
got concussed.
However, I think it was you who
He
sent
had
the stats.
27 passing yards.
Yeah.
I think he was on like 3
It was the
flags.
lowest mark from all of last year in yesterday's game, and 54 of the yards came from Tyrod Taylor.
He had a 1.1 QBR, I think it was.
It was
Who,
an
Justin?
abysmal
Yeah.
game.
God.
I knew
He
the
was
game was
dog
going to be
shit.
bad. Where the first drive of the game, it was a dig to Garrett Wilson, and Fields just sailed it.
Terrible.
I was like, okay, this is going to be one of those games. Huh?
And then you knew it was really over when you got a Michael Clemens roughing the passer. I wish you had betting odds on that because I would have hammered
there
it.
were so many penalties on the Jets in that game.
Why am I excited for Tyrod?
I think it'll probably be more
Because
consistent.
he might be a better quarterback than their.
Do you want to know why I'm excited for Tyrod? Solely
Garrett. Yeah, he's gonna give him looks for sure.
It's gonna be awesome.
Tyrod's problem has never been his production.
It's just been health.
It's been injuries.
Yeah, it's all it's been health.
You guys suck.
The frick.
You fell off that quick?
No, it's Justin Fields not playing.
Oh.
Yeah, I don't know if he's gonna play week 3. I feel like you get concussed in the fourth quarter.
He's not playing, bro.
It's probably a tough look to just.
Don't get me wrong. I thought the Jets would lose.
Yeah.
I didn't expect them to look like a bottom 2 team in the league after the game versus the Steelers.
That shit was belt.
I was reading the comments on the Jets Instagram page,
Oh God.
and they were just like, "Season's already over."
It was really, and I hate to say this to you, Joel, it was like the most same old Jets performance.
It was. That's why like the Jets this year it's never results based this year, right? Like we're not going like after week 1 they lost, but we were all like, holy shit, like the offense looked great. None of us really cared that they lost. Again, in week 2, it's like we wouldn't have cared if they lost to Buffalo. Just show some fight, be competitive, you know? And they did the opposite of that. It looked like last year's Jets. Just like roll over. It's 20-0. We're not even gonna try. And it was embarrassing.
Yeah, James Cook by himself beat y'all, which is crazy.
Side comment before we get into the next topic.
Yeah.
Why the hell is Rashad White
He's
getting touched?
killing though.
Rashad is
He's going crazy.
He's a good player.
But
I
this is
need
all his
Bucky to
drive.
score.
This is his whole drive right here.
Bucky's gonna come in.
This is literally his whole
He's
drive.
a good player. Rashad's a good player. It's just Bucky is
Better.
The
he's
Chiefs
great.
need him.
Rashad?
The Chiefs could use Rashad
You
White.
want to know who he would be? Jarek McKinnon.
Yeah, that would be perfect for them.
Yo, Jarek
They need someone
McKinnon. No. Respect Jarek
need
McKinnon.
Tyler
I said the
Oh,
Chiefs
they
need
need
someone
somebody
better.
better.
Rashad White doesn't change anything for that offense.
I'm sorry, bro. I thought you said name somebody better.
I thought you said that too. I'll be
Because
honest.
Jarek McKinnon was,
He was
I
a
don't
good
want to
pass
say
catching back.
amazing
Yeah.
for the Chiefs, but
I'm not
fantasy
gonna lie,
he
bro.
was.
Rashad White's better than Pacheco.
I don't hate that.
What's wrong with that?
Pacheco's not
Terrible.
good. No, unfortunate.
Team's trash.
If he never broke his leg, who knows, man? Who knows?
He still has the speed. He just can't see shit.
You know, it's sad that he's a Jersey guy because it's really fuck him.
He's not good.
He's not.
He just fell off so hard, and it's unfortunate.
Never really was on.
He really was never
He
that
was,
great.
yeah, his peak was like an average running
he was
back.
just good enough. You know
He
what I'm
runs
saying?
like a hammer. That's
Yeah,
really all he's got
The
to
reason
him.
he got so
Well, that
much
would
love is
never
because he
not
was
be
on the
funny.
Chiefs.
Why
and
did he
runs
say
funny.
that?
I don't know, man.
Why did he
It's
say
not
that?
wrong. It's what he runs like.
A
Like
hammer?
if a hammer were to run, that's what
I
I'd
run
imagine.
like
You're
a
the
hammer.
asshole who asked him.
Yeah.
How does a hammer run? we just like, wait, yeah. Why did he
John
say
said
that?
that, by the way.
Of course he did.
He runs like a hammer.
He's not wrong.
We all just looked at him like, bro, you're kind of stupid.
All right, the other big storyline is the Chiefs starting out 0-2 for the first time in the Patrick Mahomes era.
Not the glorious king.
Downfall.
Not the greatest there ever was, there ever will be.
Downfall.
And
I've
it's
been
crazy.
waiting for this.
It's crazy the Broncos lost, man. 2-0.
Yo, they have not won a game.
You're not the
In
Chargers,
months.
buddy.
It's been months.
You better hope the Raiders don't win because I'm rooting for the Raiders tonight. Like
The
it's my
Chargers are
job.
gonna win.
Let's go Raiders.
If the Raiders win, they're 2-0.
They have the most
I
losses
don't care.
in 2025.
If
Fuck the Chargers,
if
pal.
the Raiders win, the
They're my
Broncos
real
might
threat.
finish fourth in the division.
Like who? The
Both
Chiefs? The
teams
Chiefs?
are
No,
gonna
not the
be
Who are
Chiefs.
0-2?
Definitely not the
And they're
Chiefs.
0-3 on the way,
Yes,
maybe?
Definitely
Who
not
they
the
playing
the
next
team
week?
without a
I
W.
Lions?
put everything I own
Them.
on them not
They play
finishing fourth.
the Giants.
Giants. Okay.
It's gonna
It's
be
a good
ugly.
bounce back game.
It's
They
gonna
have
be,
not-
It's gonna be a one-score game for sure. It's gonna be a one-score
Yeah,
game.
that
Maybe I need
primetime
to be in
game-
attendance.
They have not won a game since it was cold outside. Like that's how long the Chiefs. They have not won a game since then, bro.
It's the first 3-game losing streak of Patrick Mahomes' career.
Belt,
Pretty hilarious.
Week 1,
Yeah, I was gonna say Eagles being 2 of them.
Belt,
Jalen Hurts being 2 of them.
Yeah, you hate to see it.
Jalen
Them-
Hurts.
them- Jalen Hurts.
I knew that was gonna get
Drew, they had a whole. They were talking about it during the game. They were like, "Yeah, Kelsey was talking about he has to be better. We have to fight and be tough and walk into this game with some aggression." Yeah,
Cap.
yeah.
Week 1
Then he
was much
drops
different
the
than
ball.
week 2. I think for the Chiefs, week 1, I thought the Chargers pretty much controlled the entire game. I thought the Chargers were just the better team overall.
Cleared them.
Even though KC had a chance at the end, they just couldn't get a stop. With the Eagles, it was much different. I don't know why the Eagles' offense is so bad. I don't think it should be as bad as it is. They play offense like the Chiefs play offense, and the Chiefs got nobody out there. The Eagles have 2 Pro Bowlers in AJ and Smitty. They have an all-pro running back in Saquon Barkley. They got one of the best offensive lines in football. They have a good quarterback. There's no reason why their offense should look this sluggish, but you can't even really blame Hurts because when he's at the top of his drop, there's really nothing open.
And he had time.
There's nothing there. And he is standing in that pocket for a long time because that offensive line protects for a long time. And there's just nothing that opens up. Spags blitzed the hell out of him, trying to get pressure on him. He did the same thing with Justin Herbert the week before. I thought it worked better this week because the Eagles offensive coordinator didn't have the answers that Greg Roman had last week. But overall, I just think it's another game where the Chiefs offense is just not good. It's just not enough playmakers around Mahomes. Mahomes isn't making the plays necessary. He's not being perfect. And I think that's his knock is that he's missing some throws and he's not standing the best in the pocket. But I'm not that worried about the Chiefs because I don't think this is the team they're going to be. If this was their roster and how they came into the year with this roster, then I'd say, okay, this is pretty much over. but they're getting Rashee Rice back. Xavier Worthy is going to play next week. They're getting their weapons back. And most importantly, they're getting Rashee Rice back. I think if they get Rashee Rice, things will start to look back on track. But right now, the positives that I see is that the offensive line looks good. Josh Simmons allowed 0 pressures.
What a tackle to save a touchdown as well yesterday.
Yes, he was moving. He was awesome. Like, he didn't allow any pressures. The offensive line looks good. So at the very least, the left tackle situation feels like Mahomes is more comfortable back there. And really, it's just a game of margins. You know, Travis Kelce dropping that easy slant that ended up being an interception. Makuba, great instincts by him. But that was really the biggest swing in the game right there. And then the Chiefs defense couldn't get enough stops. But I thought it was a very ugly back and forth game. This is not going to be the team that the Chiefs are going to be at the end of the year. I think they're going to get better as the year goes. And the one thing I'm looking to see the most is if they're going to make a trade, because I think they need a running back desperately. They cannot run the ball. And not being able to run the ball against the light boxes that they see is just embarrassing. Pacheco doesn't have vision. Kareem Hunt has vision, but no burst. Brashard Smith is a 7th-round pick. I think they need to get a serious upgrade at running back. It'll really open up their offense. And the Tyreek Hill reunion might happen. I wouldn't doubt that. It can happen.
A Tyreek Hill reunion would break my spirit. It would crush me.
Had to bookmark it because I saw it earlier. The Chargers, speaking to your Eagles offense thing, had success against the Chiefs defense. They did a lot of ball motion, play action, all that good stuff. We did none of that. Shotgun equals pass, pistol, run, like nothing of what the Chargers did. One could argue that the Kelce drop was just as vital to the game as Mahomes' overthrows. One could legitimately argue
not
that
even close.
because
Taekwon was literally
No, that's
booty
a touchdown.
butt naked.
a few of them
But
were
on
touchdowns.
on that same drive that Mahomes missed Thornton on, he also threw a touchdown to Thornton.
Both are big
They
plays.
ended up getting 7. I can't really be mad.
The Kelce one was the biggest swing in the game.
But I would
mean, my
say-
goodness, it was awful.
I would say, just speaking from the Chiefs' point of view, played a tough game, man. It was a really tough game. You know, it
Had
looked
him
like
sweating a little bit.
no shot.
KC is about to win.
Didn't feel like that at all. Defense was on go. The only thing that was pissing me off was Mahomes' legs. Him having to use his legs. I thought he was amazing in that department because obviously he couldn't throw the ball, but he was doing really great at just breaking out, getting 20 to 30 yard runs. Being explosive. And knowing when to pick, like knowing when to run because I think
He's so
that's really
good at that,
important.
man.
Yeah, he's not good at other things.
Also, very quietly, he has a sneaky good touchdown celebration.
He does.
What other things is he not good at?
Huh? What happened?
Mahomes. What he's not good at?
I saw your tweet. You was like his deep ball accuracy is washed. You
It's
said that.
regressed.
We've been here.
Yeah,
Been saying that for years.
No, yeah, it's regressed.
Maybe the arm talent isn't there anymore.
No, the arm talent is 100% still there.
No, I'm just saying. But in terms of the
doesn't look
Chiefs,
the same.
yeah, Rashee Rice comes back. Xavier Worthy playing next week.
Bold.
Interesting.
I haven't heard that one yet.
Interesting. I don't know
He
how
said
that's
he
going to
could
look.
play. He could
He
play
practiced
next
last Friday.
Yeah,
so.
that's interesting. I want
week.
to
I
see how
think
he
they just
looks.
didn't play him against Philly, which is understandable.
That also makes sense. Kelce washed.
He looked good yesterday.
He did have a couple. Yeah,
He
had a
looked
couple
all
where
right.
He looked decent.
He
Cooper had
had
a bad day.
The issue is
He's just not.
his issue is he can't get open. But yesterday he was getting open. The one thing he doesn't do, he did, and he dropped the ball.
Yeah, I just don't think that's going to be sustainable for 16
Was
games.
the ball behind him? Or I'm tripping.
The drop?
Uh-huh.
No.
No, I think it was. I think he just.
Oh,
I
was
think
it
it was like
Douglas?
right, hit
This
right here.
from Ian Rappaport. Xavier Worthy out week 2, looking good to play week 3.
So he's going to play with like a cast, well, not a cast, but like something on that shoulder. I'm assuming.
Yes, he's gonna play with on edge.
It's
On edge.
scary. It's
Yeah,
definitely
Yeah.
scary.
I get that. That's going to be nuts. Chiefs, man, they're just devoid of talent. I think defensively, what I saw is, Spags did throw a ton of blitz. I thought Jalen Hurts handled the blitz really well. Also, like you mentioned, the offensive line gave them so much time. Like, I mean, this offensive line, we talk about it a lot. It's one of the best in the league. And the Chiefs, they need help in corners too. I really feel like although they locked up Philly's offense, I do think that's more play calling than Philly's actual offense. I do think they're going to just need a little bit more help just because going off the Chargers game a little bit, how they were getting beat out there too, especially by guys like QJ and stuff like that. The pass rush wasn't all the way there too. I feel like Jalen Hurts had so much time. Granted, you are playing one of the best offensive lines in football, but just not enough juice. And I think the talent gap was there. Whether Rashee Rice comes back and he's back to normal, whether Xavier Worthy comes back and he's playing injured or not, that's going to be a test. But with this division being so tough as it is, you know, you got the Raiders, got the Chargers, you got Denver. I think for the Chiefs, it's going to be a wake-up call. You know, we'll see how the reinforcements look. But with Mahomes, deep ball accuracy, like we talked about, kind of declining a little bit, and him having to, you know, use his legs a little bit more. Interesting to see how much longer he has to put the Superman cape on. Because I think 0-2, it's a tough way to go. I don't know how many teams come back from 0-2 and make the playoffs, but I'm sure the number is relatively low. But the Chiefs always get the benefit of the doubt.
He's going to have to be Superman until week 6. Until Rasheed Rice comes back, he's going to have
What's
to.
their next 4?
It's tough. They got the Giants,
Giants,
but then,
Ravens, Lions, and one more. In
This
there.
screams 1-5.
it does.
They can beat all those teams.
They cannot beat the
They're just
Ravens
going to be
right now.
they're going to be in one-score games a lot. The Chiefs and Eagles, they kind of, or this version of the Eagles feels like what the Chiefs were the last couple of years, where it feels like it's the defense that's really going to be locked in for them, and it's an offense that just feels underwhelming. I don't know what Kevin Patullo did in the offseason. I don't know what he did in the preseason. I don't know what he did in training camp, but it feels difficult to misuse these type of players in this way. Like you have an all-pro in A.J. Brown. You have one of the best twos in Smitty, the best running back in football, the best offensive line, and a top 10 quarterback in Jalen Hurts. And the offense, it hurts to watch. Like this offense is putrid. I brought up the stat last week about how predictable they were. It was the same thing again this week. When they lined up in shotgun, 84% of the time, it was a pass play. If they weren't in shotgun, 95% of the time, it was a run play. Like, it feels so obvious and so easy from, again, an armchair quarterback, Monday morning, whatever you want to do. But, like, at the end of the day, you're a professional. You have a job to make the most out of what should be legitimately a top 5 offense in football. At the minimum, a top 5 offense if everything's liking the best offense in football. There's no excuse to not have a great offense. They're 21st in dropback EPA. Like, this offense for Philadelphia has been so underwhelming, and even still, it doesn't matter because the defense is elite and Saquon is great, and they're going to win a ton of games this year. It's just frustrating to watch because you know the potential. Like, you know the potential is every single week they could be blowing out teams by 20 plus points, which we've seen them do in years past, but it feels like, at least offensively, a 2023 year where, like, it just hurts to watch. And it's not going to be consistent week in and week out. And it's not going to be the offense we saw in 2022 or the offense we saw last year in 2024, which had some faults of its own. Just overall, pretty underwhelming. But I'm saying all that to say, you're 2-0. You beat the Chiefs. You beat the Cowboys. Those are 2 big wins. And we're all expecting them to win the division, go to the playoffs. So maybe it's a moot point, but just kind of big picture stuff.
I get that.
It feels like they need to improve. For the Chiefs, it feels like they can do something dramatic offensively, but you're right. They are getting back to the biggest pieces, Rasheed Rice and Xavier Worthy. Xavier Worthy I'm scared as shit with because he is one of the lightest, smallest receivers in the NFL. He has this pretty big shoulder injury, and he's just going to come back 2 weeks after, and it's going to be fine playing with the brace. Feels like you're playing with fire there, but I guess the alternative options is surgery, and you're probably going to be shut down for the year, so I guess it's better than nothing. Once you get Rasheed back in week 7, that's going to be a big boost. But it still feels like you need something else to this offense because if you're really banking on Xavier Worthy to stay healthy for 20 weeks, because it's the Chiefs, you're not getting to week 18. You're getting to the first, second, third round, and hopefully the Super Bowl. You're banking on them to stay healthy for 20 weeks. Feels like a long shot. So whether it's going and making a trade for Tyreek Hill, which we've seen rumors for, or making a move at running back, because I think either way you need to make a move for running back because there's no one there that gives you any sort of life or enthusiasm. It's a bunch of guys that are either past their prime, rookies, or Isaiah Pacheco, who is, a bottom 5 to 10 starter in the league right now. So I come away from this game thinking, wow, like these are 2 teams that we expected to be in Super Bowl contention, but it's 2 offenses I really don't feel great about. And Kansas City defensively to start off the year, it's been underwhelming. I pulled some of the numbers earlier. Let me just pull it up here again. Defensively, they are dead last in defensive success rate and 25th in EPA per play. The Philly was able to sustain some drives. They weren't, having chunk plays or anything, but they were pretty consistently able to move the ball against them. So if we're talking about Kansas City, whose defense has regressed from last year and offense has regressed from last year, this feels like, it's not surprising that's the first time Mahomes' career that he starts off 0-2.
I'm going to enjoy the misery of Kansas City until Rashee Rice comes back. Once Rashee Rice comes back, I feel like it'll be back to reality. Things will get more consistent with Kansas City. For now, I'm enjoying them being terrible on offense. It's pretty awesome. I'm enjoying watching Mahomes have to really scratch and claw to have his team be in games and still fall short. It's been great as a fan of the Broncos. It's been great as a hater of Mahomes.
We're here.
It's awesome.
I've loved every bit of it.
For the Eagles, I'm not thinking too much about this game. I get that the offense is underwhelming, and Dels and Joel, you obviously are talking very accurately. You have too much talent for this team to be as inconsistent as it's been on offense, and I'm using a very kind word there.
It's just depressing how bad they are.
You have AJ, you have Smitty.
It's terrible.
Even if AJ isn't the best version of himself right now, the most healthy version of himself right now.
Nah, he's super healthy, bro.
You have Saquon Barkley, the best running back in football. You have one of the best offensive lines in football. You have a top 10 at the minimum quarterback in Jalen Hurts. What's going on? What's going on with this offense? It really does make no sense to me. However, 2-0, you guys last year didn't start off the greatest. After the bye week, you guys came back and it was definitive. Best team in the league. Backed by your defense and Saquon Barkley, but regardless, you guys were a dominant team. You went up against the Cowboys. They gave you a good test and a good fight, and you still were able to come away with the win. You go up against Kansas City, and it does not matter who Kansas City goes up against. They're going to be in a good game against them regardless, outside of the Eagles Super Bowl. But the Eagles were still able to weather the storm and win the game. They are better. If they would have lost the game, it would have been disappointing, and I think we would be talking about the Eagles more so than we would be talking about the Chiefs. Because, again, right now, I'm not overreacting to the Chiefs losing and being 0-2 because we know who they are, especially once they get healthy. But for the Eagles, it's weird again. They're 2-0 and people are talking negatively on them because we expect more out of the Super Bowl champions.
That's kind of what it was last year too with the Eagles.
It was.
Every week was something that was being talked about.
Bengals over us. You know, we had sometimes the Saints could beat us.
Bottom 10 quarterback in the
Bottom
league.
10. It was a lot of shit talking
AJ
every
Brown,
week.
you know, said the offense wasn't good.
Yeah, and then eventually we just had to go out there and win the bowl. Packers winning, beating us, shit like
And
that.
we talked about it before the show, but I don't think we mentioned it on the show. This game is going to be the reason the tush push gets banned. What did you say? 11 times they were in it? Or 11%
They ran it 11
of
times, 11%
times.
of their plays.
It
they ran
was,
it.
I mean, Jesus. I get it. It's 3rd and 1. You got to make something happen. But the Eagles have been in 3rd and 1s before, and I don't see them doing it. It's because they can't move the football. I'll give the offense coordinator that. He's self-aware. It's 3rd and 1. I have 2 tries for the tush push, or I got to find something on this play sheet. None of it's fucking working. So, yeah, we're going to run out the tush push 2 times, and it's going to get you a first down, so I can't be mad at it. But, man, this was a game that I've always been anti-tush push, and I still generally am. But if it gets to a point where Philly's running it 11 plus times, 10 plus times a game, and on top of it, you have the, offside / false starts from these guards that are just completely unfair, then yeah, the NFL is going to step in and do something.
Yeah, I think so too. They were offsides on 4 or 5 of them. I think that it's just, Dean Blandino talked about on the broadcast that as a referee, it's just very hard to officiate the play. And that's why they might end up banning it, just because they can't really tell all the time who's going offside, who's not going offside, because everybody is just so close together and they're cramped. And just the formation of it, it's really hard to officiate it. So I wouldn't be mad if it goes away.
Of course you would.
It's kind of annoying, man. Not the tush push. Everybody talking about it. Like, Jesus H. Stop it.
Only people mad about it is the people who can't stop it.
The thing that kills me, Riv, is that 31 other teams can try and do it.
They can't.
Do it.
They can't. Buffalo
Why
tries
can't
that
they
week.
do it?
Buffalo
They don't
tries that
have the
shit don't work.
players.
Yeah, this shit don't work, bro.
It's a skill issue.
It is.
It is ugly. Don't get me wrong, it's ugly.
If it was
I
a
agree with
cheating
you.
play, other teams would do it.
That is what bothers me.
It's not a cheating play, but they
It's
go
not.
offsides.
Nah, that shit is a cheating. If they're
No,
not gonna
no,
call the
if-
offsides
yeah, I
and we
was
can
gonna
do
say.
it, it's a cheating play. It's a cheating play as hell.
I just get upset at the rest of the teams crying over when they can do it.
I'd imagine week 3 they're going to be more on top of the false starts,
For sure.
offsides, because you can make that adjustment in the season. You can't ban the play.
It's all about them
That
being
4th
consistent
and 1
about
that
it.
turns into 4th and 6 is going to hit like crack. It's like, okay, now throw the ball. Throw the ball for this first down. Earn this first down.
Punt the ball.
Earn this first down here. It'll be really...
I mean, it's
Once
like
it's 10, how worried about the offense?
Huh?
Once it's 10, how worried are you on the offense?
6.5. Well, passing offense 6.5. I'm not worried about the run.
Your passing offense was terrible last year, and you still won the Super Bowl.
I mean, you were dead last in pass attempts.
I was worried last year too, but it was better. Last year was better than this year.
Much better. Last year was more so like, okay, I kind of see things that are open that Hurt should hit.
Brian Johnson, bring him back.
Yeah, he was better.
Once he got figured out, it was over.
Yeah, he was better. He was way better than Kevin Patullo.
Yo, you give Brian Johnson, Saquon Barkley, I promise you he could be an NFL
How about we just stop
coordinator
going? How about we stop going at home?
Yeah, I don't think it's a crazy. Yeah, I mean, you reached out to Kellen Moore, got a ring, and then you kept it in house.
How about we grab somebody from?
That means the team has to take advantage of this down year that's about to happen.
We're down here.
Down here for Philly, you're saying?
Yes.
2-0. We're
The
down.
down
They're-
OC.
they are 2-0.
The down year with the bad OC.
Interesting.
It happens
That's what
every
it
year.
I think
early,
the
but-
difference between this year and 2023, our defense wasn't good.
Yo, would
Yes,
Mike
for sure.
McCarthy come back for OC job?
Hell
Good
no.
call.
Mike
Probably
McCarthy's
We
an awful
good.
choice.
We good.
He's better than this dude.
Everybody is.
Yo, you wouldn't take Mike McCarthy as an OC? That's kind of crazy.
I don't take nobody that went to Dallas.
Mike McDaniel would be good.
That's
What
I
do you
want.
mean? It's such a contrast of styles from what
It
he does
is.
in
Style
Miami.
us the fuck up. We
I
need
think
some
that
style.
he'll adjust. Mike McDaniel
He's
would
OC now.
adjust.
He don't got to deal with all the extra
I mean, if
stuff.
he was able to do it to her, he could do it to Hurts.
What you mean by that?
Not
bro?
wrong.
What you mean about that?
All right. Is the Bengals season over?
Yes.
Joe Burrow hurt. He's going
I
to
mean,
have
they're
Is
2-0.
surgery.
Jake Browning ass? He's not.
He
He
threw
was
like
ass
he threw some
yesterday.
bad interceptions.
Okay, he might not be bad, but right now the Bengals are 2-0. Their best start, and then Burrow gets hurt.
Makes you wonder.
But okay,
It's so easy to be 0-2.
it really
If
could.
they were 0-2, we're talking about them getting the number one overall pick.
They could have been 0-2 because week 1 Joe Burrow was awful. Well, the whole team was awful. Week 2, Jake Browning was giving the Jaguars the game, and they're still like, we don't want it. So even when Burrow was in, they were losing.
Burrow could still come back this year. It's not over just yet.
It's over.
But the Bengals need to be competitive in this time frame with Jake Browning. They're 2-0 right now, so keep that in mind. These are their next 12 games. That's the minimum that Burrow's going to be out.
Here we go.
The Minnesota Vikings.
I don't know.
Is that a
who's
win
gonna-
or loss?
Oh, that's next week?
yes.
Oh, because they're going to have Wentz and
I'm going to be honest.
JJ's out.
They could win.
They could win that game depending on how Wentz plays, honestly.
I'd take the Vikings probably.
Ah.
That's a
Who's
toss-up.
home?
I think we
Think
need
the
to
Vikings.
respect
The Vikings are home.
Maybe we just need to respect the Falcons, truthfully. However, coin flip.
JJ's not playing. Wentz is playing.
JJ put
Coin flip.
That
JJ
could
put
be an
Atlanta.
upgrade right
It
now.
could, right now, it could be.
It could be an upgrade.
You
JJ
fell off.
Based on what happened in week 2, it can absolutely be an upgrade.
You fell off.
JJ was
JJ,
awful.
bro, JJ
This
put
is your guy.
JJ put Atlanta in some good field position.
I like JJ.
Atlanta couldn't score.
No,
I
I
like
can't
JJ.
blame the Vikings defense.
But
They were
he's not. He's
constantly on
played
Yo,
7
bro, like-
bad quarters. He's looked atrociously bad. He hasn't looked good. at
Atlanta
all.
couldn't score touchdowns. Like Minnesota's like, all right, JJ, you threw an interception. They're close to the red zone. Field goal.
I just
Brother
think
hates
that
the left side of the field.
He doesn't
does.
see it. You know who plays on the left side of the fucking field?
JJ.
And if his yards don't go up, we don't
Justin
have real
Jefferson.
conversation. Bro, I had to
Yeah,
go over
that
them.
was a
Yo,
problem
I
with him
actually
in
can't wait
college.
for Addison to get back.
because all he can see is fucking right. Yeah, Wentz got us.
In college, JJ McCarthy had that problem where he would stare down one side of the field. I just think that the Vikings are trying to turn him into something that he just has never been. With
Slinger.
Michigan, exactly. With Michigan, they were just running the ball. He would throw the ball maybe 15 to 20 times a game. You know, now the Vikings are trying to get him to drop back more
got to, man.
and play out of his style. He's always been a game manager. That's what he's always been.
It's just tough when you're like he was always winning in Michigan and everywhere he played. So all of a sudden you're losing. You have to throw the ball. That was kind of the scary.
He
kind
just
of
looks.
prospect.
He looks terrible, bro. Like he doesn't set his feet, man. Oh wow, doesn't set his feet. I mean, he gets rattled. He quick to bail out the pocket. Where the fuck are you going? Like sometimes there'd be moments where it's like he feels pressure. He runs into a sack. Once again, stares at one
He was
side of the
awful. He
field.
was
It's just
awful.
He
like-
was awful. Offensive line wasn't good yesterday.
No,
They
was
need
not.
Darrisaw bad.
It was not.
Yeah.
They need Darrisaw bad. Wentz
I'm
is
not
playing.
making any excuses for JJ. He was terrible yesterday. I just will be fair in saying the offensive line didn't perform.
It's just his struggles I thought were mostly on him, like 99% of them.
Wentz,
No, the
though,
throws, the
15
decision
targets
making.
suggests.
But
Probably.
Bengals versus
Bengals.
Vikings. You got the Bengals or Vikings?
Sorry, yeah,
I'll
I'm gonna.
probably take the Vikings,
I'll
but I don't
take the
feel good
Vikings.
about it.
I'm gonna
Just
take-
because their defense.
I might take. Yeah, okay. I'm gonna take Minnesota.
Okay, that's 2-1. Then they play the Broncos on the road.
It's a no.
Broncos,
That's 2-2. Then they play the Lions at home.
Lions.
That's 2-3. Then they play the Packers on the road.
Packers.
That's 2-4. Then they play the Steelers at home.
Steelers. It's
Coin.
they'll probably split.
Coin
but,
flip.
Yeah, Steelers.
Okay. 3-4. Let's just give the benefit of doubt. Then they play the Jets and they're at home.
That's what the
4
shit
and
be.
4.
What?
4-4.
Pardon me.
Then they play the Chicago Bears at home.
Could be a win.
Could be a win. Yo, Chicago's terrible.
Yeah.
I
So
give
basically,
them the loss because we've given them the previous.
as long
one,
as
but
they're a game under 500 or 500, they're good.
Let's give them the benefit of the doubt because then they're on the road against the Steelers.
we gave them the win the first time. So,
So
I give
this
them
is
the
loss, 5-5. Then they play the Patriots and the Bengals are at home.
It's a coin flip.
Coin flip. Jake Brown isn't awful. He's just awful.
Give me Drake, man.
I just watched the Patriots go up against a comparable defense to the Bengals, and Drake May lit it up. So I think I'll go with the
I think a
Pats.
lot of teams are going to be able to light this Bengals defense up.
For sure.
That's the thing.
That's 5
So
and
Jake
6.
Brown is going to have to score every
I mean,
time.
Trevor Lawrence looked good against them, and
and
that's
he
that's
didn't.
hard.
He looked good and didn't look good. You know what I'm saying? So it's like,
Then they're on the road against the Ravens.
It's an L.
5 and 7.
an
Then they're
ass
on the
whooping.
road against the Bills.
how many
It's an
games
L.
is he out
5 and
for?
8. Then
He's not 12
12.
back, bro.
then they're at home against the Ravens.
L.
We're talking about this Bengals team that's going to be 5 and 9 by the time that Burrow can even come back.
Maybe.
Can realistically come
And
back.
at that
There's never
point,
been
he's
someone
getting
with this
shelved.
bad of a turf toe that's ever come back during the same season.
No, and I think the Bengals have done an awful job building around Joe Burrow. There's a lot of comparisons that are being drawn to Andrew Luck now because 2010's Andrew Luck's career, he retired very early because he got a lot of injuries behind a very bad offensive line. Joe Burrow in the 2020s, he's only been healthy for 3 of his NFL seasons, 3 of the 6. And 3 of them, they've all been cut short.
Yeah.
In 2020, his rookie year, then in 2023, and now in 2025. He's only been healthy going into a season one time in his NFL career.
Shit crazy.
Really 2 if you want to count going into his rookie season. That's the only time he's been healthy. The Bengals offensive line, pass blocking wise, since 2020, they've ranked 29th, 30th, 27th, 32nd, and 28th. And ESPN made this comparison with Andrew Luck that throughout the career, Andrew Luck had a 21% contact percentage. He took 174 sacks and had a 28% pressure percentage. Joe Burrow has a 20% contact percentage. He's taken 201 sacks, almost 30 more than Luck, and he has a 27% pressure percentage. Joe Burrow has gotten beaten up. The Bengals offensive line has remained terrible. Their big addition this offseason was Dalton Risner, who was on the street for the entirety of free agency, and then a 4th-round rookie in Dylan Fairchild. And I get all the takes of people to a degree saying, yeah, that's why he should have taken Penei Sewell over Jamar Chase. They've had so much time to build this offensive line, and it hasn't gotten any better. They had a draft where they drafted Jackson Carman over Sam Cosmi and Creed Humphrey. They've went defense in every draft in the first round after taking Jamar Chase. They have just not made the proper draft moves or offseason additions to help Joe Burrow out and to protect him and to keep him upright. And with his style of play, he's taken a lot of hits and standing in that pocket a lot. And I just feel like the Bengals right now, time is ticking. Like, you cannot keep stalling on this. And I kind of fear for Joe Burrow that his career might just be cut short due to all the injuries that are starting to pile up on him, because it's a lot, man. It's 2 knee injuries now. It's a toe injury. It was a wrist injury. He's been beaten up a lot, and he's about to be 30. He's not a young quarterback anymore.
It's a shame because his 3 major injuries are all kind of freak injuries, right? Like the torn ACL, the wrist, which was non-contact, and this turf toe, which, like, we've seen a million quarterbacks go down like this. I can't remember someone having a grade 3 turf toe injury on what looked like a relatively normal sack. You know, it's not like he got lit up crazy. You know, he got sacked. He got hit, obviously. But it's just unfortunate because it's like he gets hit a ton. And the offensive line has been terrible his whole career. But he almost always bounces back, right? Like, it's not often Joe Burrow leaves or gets seriously injured because he takes a big hit or there's just a game where he gets hit 15 times. It's kind of been these freak injuries. And, you know, part of that can be when you have so much wear and tear on your body, those freak injuries are more likely to happen because whatever, your toe, your knee, your wrist could be compromised because it's taking such a beating. But for a majority of these injuries, it's like, shit, even if you had a great offensive line, what's stopping that weird wrist injury from happening? What's stopping the weird toe injury from happening, right? So this isn't me defending the Bengals by any means, so don't get it twisted. The Bengals have done about as poor of a job as you can imagine when you have a franchise locked and loaded top 5 quarterback. I mean, credit. You got him Jamar Chase and T. Higgins. What else? Like, the defense has been ass for 3 years now. The offensive line has always been ass. I don't think any of us have ever been in love with Zach Taylor. So outside of getting, again, the best wide receiver duo in football, which hats off to you, you haven't done much to really uplift this franchise quarterback.
Shit was easy, by the way.
It's what?
Couldn't miss on Jamar Chase.
You couldn't miss on Jamar. No, and T. Higgins was a 2nd-round pick that they took in the same draft.
Falcons took Kyle Pitts.
Falcons did take
Kyle Pitts coming out.
Was supposed to be a superstar.
All-time talent.
But it's tough because, Joe Burrow, he was your MVP pick. He was your dark horse. Maybe I thought he was going to, everyone thought he was going to be a great year. It's Joe Burrow. So it just sucks because this is a guy that was able to last season lift his team to 9 wins when no one else was really helping him outside of their receivers. And it does feel like a bit of an Andrew Luck thing where his prime feels like it's almost getting wasted, right? He's about to turn 30. You have had 3 season-ending injuries, some earlier than others. But it's going to be another year going into next season where rehabbing from injury, going to training camp, rehabbing from injury. And it's basically what we've heard from Joe Burrow every single year outside of this year. That's why I think there were some higher expectations on Cincy, because this is the first year, he said it again and again, where Burrow's healthy and he has a full training camp and he played in the preseason. They looked amazing in the preseason, just for all of it to fall apart in week 2. Jake Browning, give him credit. Like, when he's played, he's put up some decent numbers, and I think he's a few games under 500. So, it's not, you don't have Tim Boyle out there, right? You don't have a terrible backup quarterback, but you're losing Joe Burrow, so you have no chance of doing anything this year.
2-0, off to their best start, but Joe Burrow's out, so it kind of doesn't matter anymore.
Yeah.
Prayers.
It doesn't matter.
Prayers to him for real. Because, the play that happened, holy, throw it! The play, this nigga be getting sacked and shit, bro. That shit aggravating. The play that happened, it literally was like he was getting sacked. Mind you, the Jaguars pass rush was getting to him all game before that, but they would still manage to score and stuff like that. But you could tell he was a little bit rattled. All the players literally jumped on him. Like, it was like they got him and they jumped on him. You just saw, he's like, yo, bro, like, I'm done. Like, he could feel it in his toe. And it's really brutal because it's like, it's the same thing every year, man. And you want to see, guys like Lamar, top of his game. Josh Allen, top of his game. Said other guy, forgot his name.
15.
Mahomes, top of his game.
Is he at the top of his game?
Well, he was.
You know what? Let's actually read some stats about how Mahomes is actually not
we want to see Joe Burrow up there competing in the AFC Championship game, divisional. Like, he deserves to be in the playoffs so we can see the top guy. Like Justin Herbert.
He should go to the Jets.
Okay. I'm thinking more the Colts.
Jets.
Okay.
So we talk about 15.
Who are you talking about?
Joe Burrow.
The Jets.
So we talk about 15, his regression on throws past the sticks. So throws of 10 plus air yards and from 2017 to 2022, I mean, we're talking generational. 105.7 passer rating, that's 7th of 60 quarterbacks. 0.57 EPA per dropback, that's 3rd. 2.5 touchdown interception ratio, that's 6th. 12th yards per attempt, that's 4th. Now in 2023 to 2025, as I like to call it, the Nagy era. 75.3 rating, that's 35th to 47th. 0.30 EPA per dropback, that's 28th. So maybe 0.1 is bad. 0.6 touchdown to interception ratio.
Pass the 6, yes. It is.
It is bad.
0.6 touchdown to interception ratio, that's 45th. And 10.5 yards per attempt, that's 22nd. He's
literally doo-doo.
I as much as I want to say, yo, Mahomes, you're gaga, Matt Nagy is a cancer.
They also don't have any weapons.
He needs to get fired.
They need help.
He's terrible. The weapons aren't good. Matt Nagy is worse.
And the Chiefs are known for drafting well.
And what's keeping Matt Nagy out of the spotlight for this bad offensive showing is that they're injured right now. And yes, they keep on winning. That's a fact, but they're injured. If Rashee Rice were playing and Xavier Worthy were healthy, they would be talking about Matt Nagy and his terrible play calls.
I also think having Andy Reid's like a huge shield.
But the thing is that it's a coincidence that they dropped off with Matt Nagy, but Andy Reid is still calling the plays.
Yeah,
it's true.
These are all, and Matt Nagy's not calling the plays.
Nagy's obviously involved in like the game planning.
He's just
and
an assistant. That maybe helps out a little bit with the game plan. And I don't know his exact role, but I know that Andy Reid is still calling the plays on the sideline.
The bigger part is they lost Tyreek Hill. He had one great year without him. And then
that was 2022.
Yeah,
but I think 23, he was not great in the regular season.
He had 5,000 total yards that year.
Elite in the postseason.
He was, yeah.
Yeah,
He's always elite in the postseason.
Yeah, he was great in the playoffs this past year too. I just think that
He was
2022 was without Tyreek Hill, so he already showed that he could elevate his game and be that caliber quarterback without Tyreek Hill. But that was also Travis Kelce still being the best tight end in the NFL.
Yeah.
Him regressing really brought down that offense where in 2023, they weren't terrible. They weren't as good as we expected them to be, but they weren't terrible. They were still a really good offense. And that was when Rashee Rice broke out in the second half of the year. It was basically Kelce and Rashee Rice and really nobody else. 2024, I think, is a year where Kelce drops off even more. Rashee Rice is injured for essentially the entirety of the season.
Because of Mahomes.
Hollywood Brown is also not on the field either. He gets hurt in the preseason.
Spurs.
And you just have Xavier Worthy and then just a bunch of guys. So I think all of those efficiency numbers, they can only be possible if you have good receivers. There's no quarterback that has good efficiency numbers if they have terrible receivers.
Lamar Jackson.
With Greg Roman, no. Past 2020, I think. Yeah.
That's 2020.
Yeah. 2019, he was really good. But Mark Andrews was one of the best tight ends in the NFL. Hollywood Brown was really good. He's actually the best version of himself there.
What about last 2 years, 3 years?
Yeah, Derrick Henry helps a lot.
Okay, what about the year before?
Yeah. Derrick Henry?
The year before, yeah, I think he's about the year
2022?
Yeah.
Yeah, he was awesome.
Year one MVP. No, 2023.
Yeah, sorry, you're right, 23.
2023 was with Henry, correct?
No.
'Cause
That was the
Henry's-
last year without.
Last year was his
How
first
long
year.
has Henry been there? For 1
This
year?
year,
This
too.
is second
First
year,
year.
yeah.
Yeah. But that was the weaker of Lamar's MVPs,
It was,
though.
out of the two, for sure.
Yeah.
Shouldn't have won it.
It was weaker of his MVPs, but he played great, and he's always going to...
I think that's just so funny to say. It was weaker of his MVP, which is a fact. He was still the MVP of the league, and he did it with Mark Andrews. I'm struggling.
Was Likely there?
Likely
He
was there,
was.
but he wasn't getting burned like
that
that.
was... And Zay Flowers was there, too.
Zay's rookie year.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Was Bateman
Rashad
there?
Bateman.
He wasn't there yet.
But not Bateman.
He was there.
Yeah.
Bateman
was
was
there, too.
Bateman last year.
That's right.
Tylan
with,
Wallace, probably.
With the Ravens and
Gus
Lamar
Edwards.
Jackson,
Yeah,
that
nasty.
year, that year MVP of the 2023 year, I just think it was more so just who did it more recently, because Lamar Jackson had the stretch at the end of the year that kind of solidified him as the MVP. But Brock Purdy was like number one for until he threw 4 picks
and
against the
Hurts.
Ravens.
I think
Him
more
and
so he's
Hurts.
just saying the statement of
Not having an elite weapon.
not having elite weapons
being-
and still
Yeah, but
playing to
it's
that
not
level.
just it's not just having elite weapons. It's like the Chiefs right now have trash.
I think that was
It's
the
not even
year.
good.
It Hurts and Purdy up until the Niners game. Niners and Eagles play. They were like 1-2. Then the Niners beat fire out the Eagles. Then Lamar was in the race. Dak was in the race. And I think the Ravens played the Niners after that. The Ravens beat the shit out the Niners. And then it was like, yo, Lamar shoots up.
And Dak lost it against San
Dolphins.
Fran.
Yeah,
San
Dak
Fran.
lost it against San Fran.
I
Like
think
they all
Dak
lost.
also lost it against the Bills,
Yeah.
bro.
Yeah, they
too.
all lost it because I think Josh lost it against the Eagles because he was in the race. Then Jalen won
It was
that
one
game.
of those years where it's like, oh, we can't give it to Purdy. He just stunk it up.
Yeah,
against
they
the
all
Ravens.
lost it like
And
end
it's
of
like,
the year.
oh, we can't give it to Dak because he just did it against the Bills. But Dak that year was probably the most statistically
Easily.
best quarterback.
Dak
in the
was
league.
so sick that season.
Yeah. But no, right now he just has trash around him. But we'll see when Rashee Rice comes back
it's
and
a
all that
movie.
stuff. We'll see. But with the Bengals, we'll see what goes on
God,
with them.
thank God.
That was I
Thank
needed that.
God.
I needed that more than Warner.
No,
Because he was
we
wide the
didn't.
hell open.
Thank God. Honestly, I got
sucks.
scared.
That's
scared.
a Buka.
He hits him in stride.
That's a
He
Buka.
scored a touchdown. It's over.
My goodness, man. Get Bucky Irvin some more touches.
I'm
I'm down by
Let's get a
3
Bucky Irvin screening.
in
Wow,
fantasy
Buka.
right now.
Oh, he was
Yeah.
Oh, he killed him
Ooh.
off that route.
He
Is
was
that a last or facts?
He,
Oh, he's a
I don't think he should
bum.
catch
He's a
that.
bum.
He's supposed to catch that. You gotta
got
catch
scared.
that. Yeah.
Yeah,
He got hit with BTJ
BTJ.
syndrome. Yo, my
BTJ
God.
moment.
Come on.
You gotta catch
Yeah,
that.
that's 10
You
push-ups.
gotta bring that in, bro.
That's 10 push-ups.
The BTJ son.
Get him. Get him.
Gotta let this
Get
go,
him.
babe.
Oh, do not.
Let's go.
We need a tackle.
Oh!
Ooh.
Yes.
We needed that tackle so badly.
All right. Let's get into
yeah.
these in or out
Let's
statements.
do it. Let's do it.
NFL Week 2 in or out statements. First statement up. Trevor Lawrence is a franchise quarterback.
I'm still in on it. I think I'm gonna still give him to the end of the year. I do think he's shown you some bright spots. The accuracy has been a little spotty. Him and BTJ have to get that connection, but I'm still in on it.
It's early, so I'm not going to be out on it, but the early returns aren't encouraging. I mean, I think maybe it's my fault. I was expecting them to hit the ground running. I was expecting them with BTJ and Travis Hunter, ETN to look solid that pretty early on to the season, especially considering Panthers week 1, Bengals week 2. I would expect after 2 weeks, it's like 8 total touchdowns and 2 turnovers. And we have not really gotten that from Trevor.
If this were anybody not named Trevor Lawrence, the answer would be absolutely no. You just said it so perfectly. You are up against the Panthers, you're up against the Cincinnati Bengals, and you look, if I'm being honest, average. You look average. That's how I felt after watching the Panthers and the Bengals game. I'm out.
I think he's a good quarterback. I just don't see special. I think there are moments, but he can't put it together consistently. And I think the accuracy is a huge problem. A big talking point on Twitter is the BTJ stuff and him not bracing for hits and avoiding contact. I agree with that. I think BTJ had the worst career game that he's played thus far in the NFL.
It's tough.
I also think that Trevor Lawrence needs to do a better job of protecting his receiver because the second interception that he threw, he was definitely leading BTJ into a nasty hit when there was a spot in the zone for him to settle into and for it not to be a pass that he led him into defenders.
I agree with that. I also hated BTJ stopping the route, though.
Yeah.
But I think he stopped the route because he was sitting in that zone.
I think he stopped the route because he was shitting himself.
Oh my God, Bucky.
Damn. Where do you draw the line at you're not a franchise? Yeah.
I feel like you have to be like a bona fide top 10 quarterback.
Okay.
If you aren't a bona fide top 10 quarterback, I cannot consider you as a true franchise quarterback.
Okay. That's fair.
If you're outside that top 15, I really can't.
Interesting. So K1's not a franchise quarterback?
No, I wouldn't consider him as that.
I could see Kyler Murray being a quarterback for the Arizona Cardinals for the rest of his career.
I could. Maybe a franchise that pays you, if that's like the specific definition you want to go by.
Semantics.
What the fuck?
But then it's like, was Derek Carr a franchise quarterback?
What's your definition of franchise
Eli Manning,
quarterback?
yes.
Like you just spend your franchise?
Yes. I mean, like you spent over 10 years with a franchise.
A franchise quarterback for me is your greatness level.
You do 10 years with a franchise, bro? Come on.
When I think franchise quarterback, I'm thinking you can win a Super Bowl. Like you are good enough. Like sure, you're going to need a good team around you. But yeah, you should have like a couple of years, your MVP contender. You should be a Super Bowl contender. Maybe not every year, but we look at you and be like, that guy can win a Super Bowl.
Dak?
I think Dak's franchise quarterback.
Okay, I agree.
Yeah,
I'm just wondering where we're at here.
Dak is fringe, and Dak is over Lawrence.
Yeah.
Easily.
Comfortably.
Like it's so far.
That's why for me, it's like when I look at, for example, Derek Carr, he spent a long time with the Raiders, but he's just a good quarterback. There ain't nothing special there.
Mm-hmm.
I would have called him a franchise quarterback because he was.
He was there for a minute.
Next statement, Daniel Jones is this year's Sam Darnold.
Man, he's going to be easily the guy that everybody looks at that nobody cared about. Nobody was giving him a real chance to be good. Yeah, that's Sam Darnold.
Narrative purposes, yeah, man.
Is there another Sam Darnold out there that we should consider? Like, is there
Geno, Ryan Tannehill?
Well, no, I'm sorry. This year.
It's also the idea that he will be Sam Darnold.
Yeah. Well, I'm thinking like, what other guys are in this?
Just Justin Fields.
It's just
probably.
a matter
Fields
of is he going to do it or not?
I see.
He's going to be good enough to get a contract.
I think he'd get like a 2-year deal after this. I feel like what he's shown so far in the first 2 weeks is that he can run Shane Steichen's offense, and that's really all he's going to ask to do.
They just drove down the field on him.
Yeah, no, that was insane, actually.
9 seconds.
Yeah, I'm in on this. I think the Colts are the perfect situation for him, and I think he's going to play really well
Love
with
that.
them. Next statement, Steelers defense will hold them back. So it's not the offense. We're looking at the defense now.
I'm out on this. We still haven't seen Harmon. Herbig made his debut. He made himself known in game 1 already. It's sad that we haven't seen the TJ Watt we're used to. I think that's really what's hurting me watching this defense. He's not himself. Jalen Ramsey got burned by JSN on a play, even though he's had himself a great start to the season. I'm going to say I'm out on this. I still believe in them.
That's a tough question. I think offensively they've played well. Defensively, obviously, they haven't been the same Steelers team that we know them as. Cam Hayward still getting his legs up under him. I think, like you mentioned, TJ Watt's been dealing with some injuries. I'm gonna say out. I think that Steelers defense will get some life towards the middle of the year. They'll adjust. I'm gonna say out.
It's tough. I'm a little worried about TJ Watt just because of the age, the injuries. Like, I think he'll be better than what he has been.
He hasn't had a sack in 6 games.
Dating back to last year. But it is concerning. Like, I don't think he's ever going to reach like top 3 edge rusher again. We look around the league. It's just too talented. But I think the defense will definitely get better. It's been terrible through 2 weeks. I mean, Seattle puts up, I guess, 24 points because you have the special teams touchdown, but the Jets were running all over you, and that just feels embarrassing. So I think I'm in on this. I don't think the offense is going to be special. Aaron Rodgers had a rough day, and the defense was pretty tough too.
For some reason, bad defenses just follow Aaron Rodgers around. But this has been happening since last year. Dating back to last year, the last 10 games of the Steelers, they've allowed 27 points per game. They've been one of the worst defenses in football. I don't think a rookie is going to help that. Derek Harmon's going to be a good addition, but I just think that they're old. They have a lot of name brands, but their defense is very simplistic. Their defense coordinator, Terrell Austin, is not good. He doesn't get creative at all. And TJ Watt only has 3 pressures against a rookie right tackle and Abraham Lucas, who's good, but it is the Seahawks offensive line, and we look at them as one of the worst offensive lines in football. The fact that the Jets score 32 and then get shut out by the Bills, the fact that the Seahawks score 31 and the week before the 49ers completely locked up their offense, I'm in on this. I think the Steelers defense is going to take a major step back this year.
To the Steelers defense, last year, the last like 6 or 7 games, there was like Chiefs, Ravens, Eagles. They played some dogs at the end of last year because, of course, they fell off and lost like 4 or 5 in a row.
Next statement, Cowboys will have a top 5 offense.
Pickens has like 200 yards on PIs. He's been that good for them. I'm going to say I'm in. I think the offense is really high powered. I think Dak, CeeDee Lamb, George Pickens,
Javonte.
really impressive.
How about Javonte?
Can you
He
not
looked
say
really
it?
good in
Just
week
don't
2.
say it. It hurts because I want to see him succeed. I do want to see him do well.
He looks really good right now.
It's bothering me. It really is.
Top 5, I think I'm out on that ceiling, but I think they'll be top 10.
I'm going to be honest. I'm in. Dak Prescott knows how to sling the rock. CeeDee Lamb and George Pickens is special. And what I saw out of George Pickens was what I was anticipating coming to the season against the Giants. But what caught everybody off guard is Javonte Williams being back.
Oh, God.
But I also think that it's because you're worrying about CeeDee, you're worrying about Pickens, that you're not thinking that Javonte is going to go ahead and catch you off guard. But he's that good. He's still strong. That's his claim to fame. The reason why he's in the NFL. He's such a bruiser. He's such a tough running back to bring down. You saw that versus the Giants. I'm in on it.
I'm in on it too. Now we just saw an offense drop out of it with the Bengals because Joe Burrow's not going to be there anymore. I just think they have the perfect passing attack, the perfect outside receivers, and Brian Schottenheimer's getting really creative with that offense. And the offensive line is young, and they're going to get better every week.
Can I tell you, I'm kind of not upset at Jerry Jones. Jerry Jones made some bold moves. He made some bold moves.
He be on some shit, man.
Schottenheimer, he got torched for.
I mean, you talk about you don't have Brandon Aubrey on that team. You're 0-2, and you just lost to the Giants at home. It would be a lot different conversation.
You're making a good point, but the offense
looks
great.
great. Yeah, no, offense looks great. Wow, tough loss.
Tough look.
Tough loss.
Next statement, 49ers are fine with Mac Jones.
Yes. I think
I'm super in.
Shanahan, he's a QB whisperer. He's had...
What's wrong with us? Mac Jones is a good, he's one of the best
he's
backups.
solid. Ricky Pearsall is really good. Ayuk eventually comes back. Kittle eventually comes back.
Do you have their schedule up? I could pull it up real quick if not.
Seems he's here.
Dels.
So they're Purdy's out for what, 2 to 3 weeks?
Should be like 2-3 more games.
Okay, so they just beat the Saints. They have the Cardinals next week.
That's a winnable game.
Cardinals don't look like world beaters.
Rival game.
The week after, the Jaguars.
Winnable game.
So that's already at that point.
They could be 4-0.
You're 3 weeks past Purdy. Then after that, they have.
He could even sit one more to get fully healthy. If you're sitting at 4-0.
I'm feeling fine. I think Mac Jones. I mean, we make jokes about it all the time, but this was Kyle Shanahan's guy. He wanted Mac Jones, and again, Kyle Shanahan. We talk a lot about Shane Steichen and Daniel Jones. He just wants someone that's going to sit there and run his offense and not make mistakes. Mac Jones can do that.
I think he could do that too. I just have a hard time envisioning how it's going to look against better competition.
But the thing is, it's not Joe Burrow where he's out for the year. He's going to be out for a couple of weeks.
Exactly. And I think he can hold the fort and keep the offense afloat for a couple of weeks. Trent Williams had a bounce back game. That was huge. the Saints are a bottom dweller and they don't have much defensive linemen.
They've been competitive through 2 weeks. I'll give them that, though. They have been.
But even the Jaguars, like going from facing the Saints to the Jaguars is just a huge step up.
Yeah.
And that's when Mac Jones is really going to get tested. But if he can be clean, just run the offense, and CMC, most importantly, is healthy, I think they'll be fine.
He's their best pass catcher, like comfortably.
Who?
CMC.
Oh, yeah.
That touchdown was amazing,
Yeah,
too.
no, it was.
Next statement, the tush push should get banned.
I said it earlier and I'm saying it again. I'm out. 31 teams.
Should or will?
Should.
31 teams have the same opportunity to do what the Eagles do. The issue is they're not as strong. They're not as talented at doing it. Daniel Jones tried to do it, and the guy ended his season with a neck injury. He's not good enough to do it. Josh Allen, he's pretty close to doing it. Even still, he's not as successful as the tush push. You can do it. They just don't because they're not as good at it.
I'm out. It helps us win. So I think that's a pretty easy answer for me. They just voted on it last summer, so
and it was kind of
close.
Split.
It was what I'm saying. Like if it's split,
Did the Packers bring it up?
The Packers,
of course they did.
voted against it.
The team against it.
Well, voted for it.
That's
getting
some loser
banned.
shit, bro.
I think the Bills voted against it and they used it.
It's funny.
You know what I'm saying? So
Because it's not the same.
yeah, I know it's unfortunate.
Maybe it's because Josh is so big. Like
like
Hurts,
6,
Hurts is
yeah.
like much more stocky.
He's
You know,
shorter
like
too, yeah.
short. You know,
But Josh
center of
also
gravity.
goes like he gets up and goes a different way. He doesn't even, you know, they just push his ass.
I don't think it should be banned. I think what Drew said, right? You know, everyone can do what they're doing. Everyone, there's nothing against this. It's just the Eagles are the best at it. But will it? Absolutely.
I'm out on it as long as they officiate it correctly. As long as they call the offsides that should be called against it, then I'm out on it, you know? But I think a play like that, I mean, just like anything, you got to officiate it fairly. Next statement, Vikings made a mistake letting Sam Darnold walk.
How about you start us off?
I'm in on this.
It's a little early.
And I think it was good process, to be fair, for the Vikings. You drafted a quarterback highly, and you want to see what he has. But I don't see the wrong in letting a quarterback sit for a longer period of time. Jordan Love sat for 3 years before he played. They didn't rush him, and I know it's different. They had Aaron Rodgers, but when you look at what Sam Darnold did, people often sour on what he didn't do at the end of the year. He's 35 touchdowns, one of the highest graded quarterbacks on PFF. Led the Vikings to 14 wins. That defense was incredible, but Sam Darnold had a lot of game-winning drives. I mean, you just don't replace that. And I think how the Vikings approached it, which was logical, was that if we don't bring back Sam, we have a rookie quarterback on a rookie quarterback deal, so we can sign Will Fries and Ryan Kelly and Jonathan Allen and Javon Hargrave, and we can get much better. Our team overall is going to be better, but our quarterback might be weaker, but that's fine because our team overall is going to be better. But what if Sam Darnold is worth that money? Right now, this year, his cap hit is $13 million. Next year, it's going to be $33.9 million. That is a great value for what he is. And he played like a great quarterback last year. So would I rather have a great quarterback and maybe not one of Jonathan Allen or Javon Hargrave, or have those guys and then my quarterback in JJ still looks extremely raw? Like, there is no guarantee that JJ ever plays as well as Sam Darnold played last year. And I don't think that the Vikings needed to rush the decision, because there's two things that are being questioned with JJ right now. Number one, can he play? Is he good? And number two, can he stay healthy? His rookie year, he missed with the knee injury, non-contact in the preseason, and now he's going to be out a couple weeks with an ankle injury. This now 2 years back to back, he's hurt. So those are the two question marks you have with JJ. Can he play and can he stay healthy? And with Sam, you didn't have those question marks.
Sam is 33rd in EPA per play right now.
He played really well against the Steelers.
He's been all right. I think it's an early statement, obviously, with the way JJ's playing right now, which is complete and utter terrible. And Sam is playing all right over there in Seattle. It's definitely a good overreaction slightly. I get the process to it, though. I do think, like you mentioned, getting all those guys are still important. You know, you want to round out the team. And obviously, Minnesota wants to win a Super Bowl, or they definitely want to be in contention. Also, they want to see what they have in their rookie. So I get it. I'm still, what was it? Sam should have been the quarterback. That was the question.
They should have never. They made a mistake letting him go.
I'm still out on it. I'm still stick with what I said in the summer. I think you give JJ a little bit more time. That is his first 2 games ever playing And with Sam Darnold, there's going to be a ceiling. With JJ, although he's played awful, you still don't know his ceiling.
Oh,
That was
first
a
play
fast
interception.
You really hate to
Jesus.
see it.
That's Dion Henley.
Hey, let's
Shout
have
out
him on the
Dion
show.
Henley.
Charger
But you
legend.
said with Sam, there's a ceiling. I'd argue the ceiling with Sam is higher than JJ's.
We don't know that.
I think that Sam's more talented as a player. He's more talented as a passer and a thrower of the
Potentially.
football.
We really don't know that.
I mean, I'm just basing the ceiling off of their talent levels and how well they can throw the football,
I mean,
their ability to maneuver the pocket. I mean, college tape, it's not even close. Sam was
but why
the
would I
better
care about
prospect.
Sam's college tape from over a decade
But we
ago?
just saw what he did this past season, and
Yeah, he had a
everything.
great year.
Everything that was on display in his college tape,
No, I
we
agree.
saw this past year.
But he had a great year, but it took him time to get to that year. He had to be in a not perfect. He had to be in a great situation.
He had to be in a great
You know what I'm
situation.
saying? So I just want to give
But-
JJ some time because he may not have the same, athleticism or the same arm talent, but statistically, can it be of the same? Maybe. The ceiling for them was the second round last year, and they botched it at the end of the year. I think if he's a steady quarterback, they can make the second round.
Like, I think JJ ceiling is just being a steady quarterback. I feel like moving on from Sam and going with JJ was more so about cap flexibility.
For sure.
That's it. If they could keep both of them at the same price point, I mean, it's a no-brainer. But it's Sam needed to get paid, and that's it. And all I'm saying is that I don't know if they should have rushed the gun or they should have pushed for it because they could have gave Sam a 1-1. The Seahawks didn't guarantee him money past that third year, and he could have been the quarterback. And when JJ's ready, you throw him in there because what's everybody's expectation for Minnesota this year? It's to be a competitive team. It's a lot of pressure on a rookie.
Yeah, you trust your coaching staff. They're one of the best.
What is it? I think the stat was since 2010, only 2 quarterbacks haven't played a game in their first year that were drafted in the first round.
Jordan Love,
And
JJ.
McCarthy.
Yeah.
2 quarterbacks. That's it. And Jordan panned out pretty well.
1 for 1.
That is pretty fortunate. I do look at JJ, and I think that he has played a singular elite quarter of football as of right now. But if that's what the version of JJ that you're hoping for, right? That fourth quarter versus the Bears, if that's what the Vikings thought that they were getting in a quarterback, then I understand the move. I'm out on it. Yeah, I didn't like that decision. I'm out. I think they made the right call moving forward with JJ. The process is 100% sound, like you mentioned, but at the same time, you used a top 12 pick on this guy, JJ McCarthy. You've put all the faith in him, and now it allows you flexibility to improve the rest of your team. You can improve JJ McCarthy week by week. Yes, it's been a rough 2 games so far for him. However, he's young, just like the rest of this team. There's still a lot of time for them to reach their ultimate goal.
Yeah, it's probably too early to be in on this. I respect the stand. I think what Riv said, this is a good early season hot take, but I know this isn't a hot take. You love Sam Darnold. But I could see the world where it makes sense, right? Because Sam Darnold has proven that in this great system, you're going to be coming back with mostly the same team. He's going to give you borderline MVP level of play. And of course, everyone remembers the way the season ended last year. If it didn't end last year, I think you probably see Sam back with the Vikings. But the fact that the last couple games of the year were just some of the worst quarterback play you're going to see, not only from Sam, but from any level of quarterback, made it easier for this Vikings team to move on. But with that being said, you did use a top 10 pick on him, right? You're going to have to see him play. Maybe you could have been a bit more patient and brought back Sam for one more season. But I also think ownership and the fan base, for better or for worse, looks at Kevin O'Connell and looks at this offense and says, I've seen you figure this out with Nick Mullins.
Yeah.
Like, JJ, let's go. Let's use that rookie contract so we can build
Josh
out this
Dobbs.
team more. Josh Dobbs for a couple of games. So
Top sanity.
it almost like their success is a reason why they were so
Confident.
quick and confident to move on, because we've seen them do it with subpar quarterbacks.
Yeah, no, I think about the alternative where Sam Darnold gets a second year in the same system and how much better he could have been. Because I think the number one thing plaguing him last year was the turnovers. But if he would have limited that a little bit more and kept that high level play up, we're talking about a quarterback that he is in the tier of the teens quarterbacks, right? The Kylers and the Brock Purdy's and stuff. And those guys are getting paid $50 million. So if Sam Darnold could give you that type of level of production, I still think it is pretty worth it. We'll see what JJ is though. Last statement: Falcons can win the NFC South.
Tampa looks good.
The Buccaneers are great.
Yeah, we just watched
They're
them play.
great. Their defense the last 2 weeks, I get that Michael Penix clutched up in the last fourth quarter. I thought they did a great job of making him uncomfortable, making him force throws, and really just not having any sense of comfort in that pocket. He stepped up when the moment was the brightest. I give Penix his respect and his flowers for that. But the Buccaneers defense came to play, and that offense, they just showed tonight versus a strong Texans defense. One drive, gotta have it. They can go up against one of the league's best and get it. I'm out on this. I will say I am moved by their defensive performance. I thought they did a great job against Tampa Bay, and that kind of has gotten overlooked. But I also think they did an even better job against Minnesota, to the point where we're saying J.J. McCarthy may not be ready for the moment whatsoever. They just did such a great job of shutting down Minnesota. I respect them. I can see them potentially pushing for a wild card, though. These are two strong teams.
Atlanta could have been 2-0. That
Fact.
week 1 performance, they really put on a show. That game was back and forth. They beat Tampa last year twice. So they usually particularly play Tampa well. But I think I'm out on it just because I like Tampa Bay a little bit more, just from the talent perspective. You know, they get Tristan Wirth back. You know, their defense did look good. They have Vita Vea. They have Mike Evans. They have Chris Godwin coming back eventually.
Fact.
So they're getting reinforcements back. I think just the talent discrepancy between Atlanta and Tampa is just a little bit too big. Atlanta has a lot of youth, a lot of young talent that showed out in that Minnesota game, primetime game for sure. But I just trust Tampa's veteran experience a little bit more.
Can they? Absolutely. That makes this question easy. Can they? They definitely can.
You're in on it.
Are you in, buddy?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, anything can happen. The Panthers come back from this 0-2, and who knows, we're above 2 wins.
Oh, don't disrespect the Falcons, please.
No, but I think the Falcons, I would still pick the Buccaneers to win this division, but I think what you have to be most excited for is this pass rush, right? We could talk about J.J. McCarthy, and he definitely did struggle, but they got a lot of quick pressures on him, right? They used, obviously, multiple first-round picks this past year to improve that position. It's been something they've really been lacking for multiple years now, having any sort of semblance of a strong edge rush. So I think you have to be most excited for that. And Bijan Robinson, man. I mean, first of all, Bijan, not Bijan. A couple months, it was Bijan there. It's back to Bijan.
We're so back.
Thank
What the
God.
hell happened?
Who knows? Who knows? But
he
he's
just
back
made
to
it
Bijan.
clear with his Sunday Night Football announcement.
That he's Bijan Robinson, not Bijan.
tried to
That's
tell
what,
ya,
that's
man.
what his mother calls
Bijan's
him.
terrible.
I tried to tell you.
Bijan definitely is better.
Well, I never thought it was Bijan. I
Well,
always
he
thought it was
said
Bijan.
it. This is the thing. When he came out of college, it was Bijan Robinson. His first 2 years in the NFL was Bijan
Typical
Robinson.
Dells messing up his
Then
name.
no, in training camp, he's like, "My name is Bijan." He said it out of his words.
He trolled you.
Maybe.
He trolled
And then
you.
on Sunday Night Football, it's like, "It's Bijan."
You got baited.
Huh?
You got
I
baited.
guess it could be
No,
either
bad.
or at this point.
It
Some
can
people
be,
probably
but
call him Bijan.
it's
Some
Bijan
people call him
Robinson.
Bijan.
That man
And
named Bijan.
He looked insane last night. Like the way he moves is just different. You know, like Jeddah's moves different. That's how it looks when Bijan runs.
What would
man. He
Bijan do
is
behind the Eagles' offensive line?
4,500 yards, maybe.
Why are you saying things like that?
Because that's just the measurement of great offensive
Is
line play.
Bijan the best running back in the league?
What the
No,
hell?
but he's 3. He's always been 3.
Is he better than Derek?
No, he's 3. Saquon, Derek.
CMC's
wondering.
back.
Is CMC better than Bijan?
No.
I think CMC, and it's early, but CMC probably lost a little bit of burst. That I don't think he's the same best in the league burst that he once had.
Is still clean.
But as a receiver, yeah, he's best.
I
receiver
understand
back in
that.
the game.
These players have produced Saquon and Derrick Henry.
You about to say something stupid.
See,
Why
this is why
isn't
I'm asking
Bijan
the
as good
question.
as
See,
him?
this is what I'm saying.
Bijan with the Ravens, not only he'd be a dominant rusher, but he'd be much more of a focal point in their receiving game as well.
I want to be mad. We just got 2 guys coming off 2,000 yards all
You
time.
can't
greats,
manufacture
so.
1,900 and 2,000.
No, I'm not saying he manufactured it.
No, but you're saying Bijan with the Ravens offensive line. Bro, Derrick Henry's 31.
You
32.
play with Lamar Jackson, it takes a lot of pressure off of you.
I don't.
1900
really, bro.
doesn't happen.
I know it doesn't happen.
You can't just manufacture 1,900.
not saying
Like, are
manufacture
you just
it.
gonna go on a limb and just say yes, definitively? Bijan would have ran for 1,900 yards.
No, you can't say
even with
definitively
Saquon,
that.
they stack the boxes regardless.
But
of who's out there.
I look
Oh,
at
wow.
Derrick Henry and Bijan Robinson's efficiency. His efficiency was insane. but a lot of that can be attributed to playing with Lamar Jackson.
Lamar Jackson played with Devonta Freeman. Lamar Jackson played with Mark Ingram. Neither of them never touched 5.9.
No, I know. But that
5.9 is one of the most nuts stats
on real carries too, not like 100 carries.
1900 rushing yards, and you average 5.9.
Yes, insane. But that is the difference between
holy hell
a replacement level back and an elite back. You know, a replacement level back is going to give you good production with Lamar Jackson. An elite back is going to give you elite production.
Listen, I'm not mad. If you want to be like Bijan's the best in the game, I'm not going to sit here and have a real argument about it. Before the season started, you had him what?
He's number 3.
Okay,
he's number 3.
So I don't think Saquon or Henry has done anything to make me think. No, I think I'll take. No,
he's number 3, but I think Bijan is just as good as anybody.
I think if you want to say he's in their tier, I'm cool with that.
He's just as good as anybody. Bijan Robinson is just as good as anybody.
He can break tackles. He's explosive. He's a great pass catcher. He's awesome.
Yeah, I mean, situations aren't made the same. Derrick Henry,
he's in the perfect situation.
Before
Saquon.
He went to Baltimore, some people thought he wasn't the same no more.
Same thing with Saquon.
People that watched him said, no, the offensive line's terrible. Saquon Barkley, same thing, bad offensive infrastructure. Situation matters, especially for running back. Situation matters, and the Falcons' offensive line is solid.
Yeah.
But after losing Caleb McGarry, they definitely took a step back. It's not an elite level unit like those powerhouses.
Man, situation is important, but when you have powerhouses and dudes are still stacking the box against you and you're still giving teams 200 yards, that's just different, bro. Like,
they stacked the box against Bijan and he has the same game too.
And they stacked the box against Saquon and he had 2,000 fat ones. That's different. Like, the difference between having an average level running back is DeAndre Swift having 1,000 yards with us. The difference between having an elite level is Saquon had over 1,000 yards more than him. Like, I feel like, me personally, I feel like Saquon and Derrick Henry is like Jettas and Chase. Like, they're in the top tier, then it's like a tier under personally. Like, but that's just me.
Who's closer, Bijan or CD or AJ? Whoever's your 3.
Bijan.
I think Bijan is closer to them than AJ is closer to the other guys.
CD is, I don't know, dude. AJ Brown's still number 3 to you guys?
Or was he not because of 2 games?
I still think CD Lamb has an all-time great season that we overlook.
No, I don't think we overlook it.
He had 1,700 yards, and he's just like dropped in our wide receiver rankings because what has AJ Brown done more than him?
I don't think CD
when did he dropped?
To what, 4 or 5?
I had him always 3.
Some people have Puka Nacua better than him.
He was.
I never had Puka. I always had him
2
3
years.
I'm just saying, CeeDee Lamb. I don't know. I don't know what he doesn't have in his game for him to not be 3. No. I've definitely turned the page. I've turned the page on CeeDee Lamb. He's just.
How can he not?
He's elite.
He's always been 3 to me. So. Awesome. The last 3 years, he's been 3. AJ's been 4.
They're
interchangeable.
The difference between Saquon Barkley and Bijan Robinson seasons last year, scrimmage yards, was Saquon had 2,200 and Bijan had 1,800. On to the last segment of the show, NFL Week 2 Weekly Awards. Offensive Player of the Week.
I think the easy answer for me is going to be Mr. Jared Goff. What a way to bounce back after having an atrocious games, 300 yards, 5 touchdowns, completely pulled the Bears' pants down and gave them extreme belt to ass. Completely dominated them.
Love that. Listen, shout out to Jared Goff. Shout out to the Detroit Lions. They restored my faith.
Never wavered.
And I was nervous for a week. A week they gave me a fright, but we never wavered. We're here. The Lions back. Great shout. I'm going with Jonathan Taylor. He's all the way back. He's been excellent. 25 carries versus my Broncos, 165 yards, 2 catches, 50 yards, and a touchdown. One that was damn near more than half of his yards, 40-yard catch. He was excellent. To me, he should be the AFC Player of the Week. He was the star for the Colts and one of the main reasons why they were able to steal the W.
JT would be my number 1. My backup would be the guy that was getting a lot of those yards and touchdowns from Jared Goff. St. Brown, 9 catches.
Put some respect on his name,
115 yards. First time, 3 touchdowns in his career. They were definitely putting it on the Bears and Ben Johnson a little bit. I think 2 parts. 1, they got embarrassed in week 1. I want to say, we're still here. Part 2, it's Ben Johnson.
We did a keep 3, cut 5. They cut Calvin and Amon-Ra for Ayuk and Jerry Rice.
It's Jerry Rice, brother.
And he
The
went
best
as far
player
as to
all
say
time.
Amon-Ra is the worst receiver they named.
No, I said Dells put Ayuk over Amon-Ra in 2023. That's what I said.
I said, yeah, and then Amon-Ra had
And
back-to-back
this
top
was
5
at
seasons.
their
It's not a
peaks.
question.
I'm taking Jerry Rice.
I'm not the
Jerry
guy
Rice,
who you
Jerry
need to
Rice.
be gunning for respect here, brother.
Jerry Rice is the undisputed best player at his position outside of quarterback.
He's the undisputed because he played the longest. Calvin.
No, he had the highest peak too.
His peak is nuts.
Are
No,
you
of
really
course it
calling
is.
Jerry Rice a longevity legend?
Low-key.
No,
Like you
I
said
said
it.
he's the best ever because he
played the
played
longest.
as long as he
Sound
did.
like LeBron.
And he has obviously the counting stats. Calvin Johnson,
Michael
Lord
Jordan.
have mercy.
Michael Jordan right there.
Holy moly.
Yeah.
Starting it off with, he played longest fake nuts for
I
Jerry.
mean, you,
Yeah, that
you
was
guys
crazy.
interpret that the way that you want to.
Most people will.
However, Amon-Ra St. Brown's amazing.
Yeah.
And maybe the most disrespected wide receiver of our era.
Jerry Rice had 9 seasons of 1,400 plus yards and double-digit touchdowns.
That was in like the 90s and shit.
And no. He invented the wide receiver position, if we're being
Bro,
transparent.
Jerry Rice was 41 years old and had 869 yards. He was at 40. He had 1,200 yards with the
I'm
Raiders.
telling, like his longevity and the eliteness that latency. He literally is LeBron James.
He is. No,
That's
he's-
why him alone, I'm fine. It's Jerry
But I
Rice.
told him, all right, you got a team. Do you want Jerry Rice and Brandon
He so
Ayuk
said
or
that.
Calvin and Amon-Ra?
It's Jerry Rice. That's it.
You're
Jerry Rice.
lying. You're lying.
It's Jerry Rice.
Right now, he stinks when we were talking about the wide receiver. He was the worst one I named.
Easily.
Like, by
Comfortably.
far.
Comfortably. Y'all got lost in one season. It's disgusting.
You guys,
He was awesome.
You
It's a
forget
shame.
about Ayuk, man. My offensive player of the week is going to be Malik Neighbors. It was between him and Jamar Chase. Jamar Chase had more receptions. I just feel like Malik Neighbors was more explosive with his yardage. 167 yards, 2 touchdowns. Should have had the game-winning touchdown had it not been for Brandon Aubrey, who is the greatest kicker in NFL history.
Talk.
Just sinking a 64-yard field goal to send the Cowboys into overtime. So Malik Neighbors is going to be my offensive player of the week
Is he
over
better than
Jamar Chase.
What Ben and Terry ever was? Or Tucker?
Brandon Aubrey is exceptional, but he doesn't have the clutch kicks in
He
the
doesn't have
playoffs.
the clutch
at
kicks
least.
yet. But
Playoff clutch kicking matters because that is a different type of pressure.
They got to get there.
And I really wanted to mention just real quickly Drake May. Just 19 for 23, 230 yards, 3 total touchdowns, 137.3 passer rating. I thought Drake May showcased everything as to why people are high on the Patriots this year because Drake May should have a really great season. Next award, Defensive Player of the Week.
For me, Joey Bosa. 2 forced fumbles, 1 sack, a pressure. Completely wrecked that Jets game. Not hard to anyways.
Was
but
it against Membu, Dels?
he was on the right side.
I don't know.
No, he was on the left side. So
Okay.
he was on the left side. He played great though. He was amazing. Had a few times on the right side too. Just he's been as advertised for them. You know, got a ton of pressure. I think he's top 4 in pressures with like a 25% pressure rate, if that is the right number to around there. But it's just been great for them as advertised. As long as Joey Bosa's healthy, we know he's a great talent. Had a great game against the Jets.
Joey Bosa was also my pick. You mentioned the 7 pressures, 5 hurries. He only had 26 snaps. Like he wasn't even out there as a full-time player. My backup would be Brian Branch. He had a forced fumble early in the game that really, you know, obviously there was belt to ass, but when the game was actually competitive, he had a big fumble force and recovery, 6 tackles. Brian Branch, one of the best safeties in the NFL.
My defensive player of the week is going to be Drew Phillips for the New York Giants. It's unfortunate that they lost, and obviously you look at the scoreboard, you don't think that defense played a factor in this, but Drew Phillips was excellent. 11 tackles, 8 solo, 2 pass deflections, and an INT. He was all over the field. He was clutch. He was big time for them. And one of the reasons why they were in the game as much as they were, but it's unfortunate the Giants weren't able to win, but not because of Drew Phillips. He was a star.
I'm going with Fred Warner. 11 tackles, and he had what essentially was a game clincher when he forced the fumble
Kamara,
on Alvin
yeah.
Kamara. It was just a great heads-up play.
That was
before
Mickey
Kamara
Mouse.
I don't know.
It was close.
It was close. I mean, if that's what classifies it as Mickey Mouse, but
Yeah.
the instincts for him just to punch the ball out. I mean, he's the best defensive player, linebacker in football. You can argue. He's just so amazing.
It's funny because I agree. I do think that he is the best, but Roquan also had himself a decent ball game. He had 15 tackles, 8 solo. He had 3 tackles for loss, a fumble that ended up being a fumble for a touchdown as well. Roquan and Fred, those are literally the 2 guys you should think of when you think of middle linebackers.
Rookie of the week.
Andrew Mabuka. My boy had 6 tackles, a half sack, QB hit, tackle for loss, interception, pass deflected. You talking about versatility from a safety? Did you hear what I just named? Every damn stat for a defensive player. He was amazing. Had the game sealing damn near interception
yes.
being at the right place at the right time. Had a couple plays where it was 3rd and 2, 3rd and 3. He made some big tackles to make it 4th and 3. Played really well. Young stud. Excited that we drafted him.
Shout out to Makuba.
Mabuka.
It is Makuba.
It's spelled
Okay.
Mabuka.
No, it's not. It's Mukuba.
Oh shit, I'm tweaking.
It's okay. Tetaroa. That is going to be my rookie of the week. 6 catches, 100 yards. Second game of his career, and he goes out there and he's already showing that he is by far, not close, the best receiver on his team. Bryce Young is basically looking for him every single time he's dropping back on that field. He was excellent. Unfortunately, they also fell short, but no, not because of Tet. He was fantastic.
This is maybe your guy. I don't know if you claim him because of some of the stuff that happened in the offseason. Quinshaw Junkins made his debut on Sunday.
What he did?
Oh, that's crazy. He made his debut.
I don't even know what he did, bro. That's my
10
God.
carries, 60 yards.
10
Ohio
carries,
State, baby.
61 yards, but 5.7 yards after contact per attempt. He had a big 30-yard rush in that game, too. He was really impressive for his first showing.
Yeah, that's why guys that were smart like me drafted him later in fantasy when everybody was passing up on him. My rookie of the week is going to be Tyler Warren. 4 receptions, 79 yards, 1 touchdown. Tyler Warren, he's being utilized in the offense perfectly, and they're really using him in a lot of these after-the-catch opportunity phases of the game, like the screen game. He is nimble enough to make defenders miss, even defenders that might be faster than him. He is too big for smaller defenders. He is just the total package as a tight end, and he could have been the rookie of the week last week, too. He had a great game, but this week, he'll get that honor. Next award up, Team of the Week.
Should be unanimous. It should be unanimous. The Detroit Lions.
Wrong.
They scored 52 points. They put up over 500 total yards of offense. There's no team that comes close to the performance that they put forward.
Atlanta Falcons. That's going to be my pick. Primetime game. Young talent. Are we on the same page?
No.
Oh,
Let's go pick
primetime
them.
game.
We're on the same page.
There we go. Young talent. I get Detroit had the best game. They put
By
belt
far.
ass.
And you're going up against your
Yeah,
old
for sure. Just wanted to grab another team
coordinator.
to show them a little bit of love. Minnesota on the road. Young talent showed out. They played well. Practically shut down Minnesota's offense. Falcons, team of the week, baby.
Yeah, I mean, I'm on a similar trajectory as you. I mean, the Lions, they beat the brakes off the Bears. There's no doubt about it.
Shocked.
But I don't think anybody thought they were going to lose to the Bears.
that belt to ass though.
Nobody
I remember you
thought they
telling me it
beat
was
them
gonna be
like that.
close.
Yes, I thought it was very close until it wasn't.
Yeah, fact.
It was. It was like going back and forth, and the Bears just couldn't keep up.
Nah, for
so
real.
The Lions deserve a lot of credit because they made a statement. But the Falcons were an underdog and
True.
really beat the brakes off the Vikings. And it was an awesome all-around game. I think their defense deserves the most flowers. And really, if we're talking about a unit of the week, I think their defense is the unit of the
It's
week.
a good shout.
I had the Lions as my team of the week.
Thank you.
You
No
know,
ball.
Look at these
Jared
fans.
Goff was insane. Amon Ra was insane. You put up 50 points. I think the Detroit has put up 50 points 3 times dating back to 2024 or 2023, and the rest of the NFL has only done it once. When their offense is clicking, it is special. But just to be different from Drew, who already picked this, I mean, the Indianapolis Colts being the Denver Broncos is
Can you
awfully
stop?
impressive. I'm
No,
sorry.
it's not.
It is.
They were
It is.
gifted a win.
They might have
They
been
literally
gifted a
were
win,
gifted a win. You're
but they
moving
were-
nasty.
They were also in position to
Just
get
say
to win
Daniel
the
Jones
game.
has no flaws and move on.
You let
Daniel
Daniel
Jones
Jones
is
own
awesome.
you, buddy.
Huh?
Daniel Jones owns you, buddy.
I'm happy about it. I love
Oh,
Daniel
your
Jones.
favorite
I
team,
thought I shouldn't say that no chance
No, it
to win,
sucks.
but
No,
I
that's
was
insane,
expecting
You know
y'all
what's
to
cra-
shut them down quick. Not gonna lie.
I wasn't. I literally said this game is sneaky. Didn't I say that on the preview? I said I'm actually nervous for this game.
I was going to pick the Colts, but I knew if I picked the Colts, they would have missed the field goal and they wouldn't have called a penalty. So I didn't do it, honestly.
I was so mad when they called that, man. Like, that is so bogus.
Yeah, I was expecting the Broncos to win that game, but hey, things panned out differently.
You're not a Jets fan, buddy. You don't have any. You have no reason to hate us anymore.
What's
He's
the
a Chiefs
point of
fan,
that
bro,
to do?
remember? Oh,
Huh?
shit.
Well, I was.
Ooh.
He sold that low
Oh
key.
my goodness.
That
It
was a
was,
little juke.
it was our feud between the Jets and the Broncos.
He's a Chiefs fan, though. He still hates Denver.
You're a Mahomes guy, aren't you?
Still would hate
Denver's
Denver.
not relevant
Exactly.
enough.
That's what I'm saying.
And a Herbert guy and a Geno guy.
Don't forget Burrow guy. We can keep going.
He's talking
NFC
AFC West.
Or, yeah, AFC
Well, he just anybody, Burrow.
Honestly,
Denver.
sometimes I grow a dislike for teams because of their fan base. The Broncos have a lot of insufferable fans.
Excluding me, name one.
Well, not you. I'm just talking about the internet. The Broncos Twitter.
There's
hive.
actually one excruciating Bronco fan, and I love him because he's a Broncos guy. Respect my co's. He's excruciating because he deadass will just tweet anything for bait related to the Broncos.
There's a
But he's a legend.
There's a couple fan bases that are up there for me. The Dolphins fan base is probably number one.
Yeah.
And when they were on the up and up, it was bad. But now, they've toned it down.
You can't call us an insufferable fan base when all you do is berate our players. Like, you literally hate Bo Nix. What do you think they're going to say to you?
No, yeah, they're delusional about him. That's why it's kind of just
What do we say about him?
Well, a lot of fans were begging him to be the offensive player of the year over Jaden Daniels.
God, yo, bro, breaking news. Fan of a team thinks a player who threw for the second most passing touchdowns by a rookie in NFL history thinks, maybe rookie of the year. What do you think?
It wasn't close, though.
Did I say it was close?
No.
No, it wasn't close.
You're right.
But Nate Tice, I remember there was an incident that he had last year where Nate Tice, I think he criticized something that Bo had, maybe a mechanical thing or something. He really did a great job at his analysis. And Broncos fans just came and, fucking stupid fuck, this and that. So no, they're pretty insufferable. There's a couple fan bases like that for me.
I just hate the people that stand on the, Bo Nix is dog shit. I said it on draft day. It's like, bro, if you're saying it on draft day, what you said on draft day was definitely dead wrong. It's dead wrong.
We'll see in a couple
I don't even know
years.
what.
It was a thing. It was a thing. But yeah, I think the Broncos, because of the Bo Nix thing, they taken the mantle over the Dolphins and on the Twitter space.
We're not even that bad. You're the one that comes after us.
The most insufferable fan base, number one, the Dolphins. The Eagles fans are really annoying.
He was attacked, hurts a lot.
The Eagles fans are really
You
annoying.
do everything to yourself.
No, the Eagles, everybody universally agrees the Eagles fans are pretty annoying.
Yeah,
though.
but to be
you're
fair,
cooking.
but you attacked hurts
No,
a lot.
that's actually your fact.
Yeah, no, that's pretty universal though. So it's not just me. It's just you cannot
There's
scroll
no
through.
Philly fan people likes. Doesn't matter the sport.
That's also a good
I like
point.
you.
Thanks, bro.
You're
You're
good,
not
bro.
that bad.
No.
I just ring
Except that you
checked
don't like
Yeah,
you
there's
don't
some
like
things I don't
Hurts,
like
which is
about
insane.
What don't you like about me? I don't like Hurts as much as you guys.
That's really what it. Well,
But
I
yeah,
don't
no,
know
what
this
you're
guy.
saying is valid. If you say something about a team, the fan bases will get very personal about it. It doesn't matter how real it is or honest or
100%.
right it is.
Fact.
They will get on you about it. Same thing with the Jets. If you say something about Jamal Adams was basically kicked out of Jets fandom, and he was the most hated player within Jets fandom for years until people just got over it. So it's basically every fan base, but some are worse than others for sure. Game of the week.
Dolphins, Patriots.
Yeah.
Back and forth.
Giants,
I'm going
Cowboys.
Giants.
I was gonna
Cowboys.
say Giants Cowboys was unreal. It was so good. But I will say punt return to kick return.
Was OD.
Jeez, that was crazy.
Shit was lit. Tyree getting his first 30-yard play in
On
so
some
long.
bullshit,
Can I
too.
also just
My
say-
Lord.
Tua said some wild shit in the presser.
yeah, no,
he
no,
was like,
can we-
you gotta just
you know,
track
it's-
it better.
okay.
He's
Well, he
nuts.
can't throw it 80 yards.
No, he's
What's
he's
insane?
nuts.
I mean, he can't. No, that's not.
Get
what
his
it is.
ass.
What's insane was I was going to say I'm so happy that we didn't talk about Keenan Allen again, bro. He's such a legend. We didn't talk about the Patriots and Dolphins game. It was the first time that Tua gagged it and we didn't speak about it. I was so happy.
Yeah.
It's just irrelevant at this point.
It's still normal.
It's just we know he's not good.
It sucks because he didn't play bad until he did.
Well, it was the fakest 300-yard game in NFL history.
He's known for
That's all it
those.
was.
It was the most Tua game ever.
It was.
The thing was, he was very methodical. Like, all things, no jokes. He
played
was
all right.
very methodical until he threw one of, if not the worst INT of the season.
Why does he always have the worst interception?
I
ever,
don't
bro?
know.
Like, it's always so ugly.
What's crazy is he had Ollie Gordon or whoever that was. He had him wide open for the first.
Methodical is a very nice way of saying he was mid.
I mean, I use methodical because people don't like game manager, but your favorite player in the history of the game is a game manager now. So I'm going to decide to use methodical.
No, it's not that. It's Tua. Well, number one, Patrick Mahomes has 60 yards.
Oh, wait,
rushing
you knew
this
what I
past
was
year.
talking about.
Well, I'm glad you referred to him as the GOAT. I'm really glad about that. I'm really glad about that. Even mine, I'm glad about that. They said the same thing about Brady. But
it's wrong.
Tua cannot. He cannot read the field.
You said that he can't throw to the sidelines. He was dotting up the sidelines.
Yeah, barely. It was his passes are schemed up short swing passes.
No, not yesterday.
70% of his production against the Patriots was swing passes.
You saw the sideline throws.
He still can't do that at a high level.
Well, he did it yesterday.
Yeah, and he fucking lost. And he threw a terrible interception.
Good comeback.
He was awful.
Well, he was good.
He wasn't good.
He was good.
He was mid.
Until he was awful.
He was mid the entire game. He was mid as hell.
I wouldn't say that.
Yes, he was mid. And that's what Tua is. It's you're beating a dead horse at this point. He's just not.
I'm gonna root for him until he no longer plays in the NFL. So you're gonna have to hear it, whether you like it or not, like Daniel Jones. And now you're in.
Daniel Jones is a good one. That's a good one. That's like somebody you could get behind. I don't know about good organization. The Tua
definitely
ship
not a good
sailed,
organization.
The Tua ship is sailed. He just.
I mean, led the league in passing yards.
Huh?
You won that war?
No, he
of course
didn't.
I won the war.
You won that?
Yeah,
You
pretty
said
easily.
he wasn't a star.
You run
I said he was Jimmy Garoppolo. He's pretty much Jimmy
And
Garoppolo.
Garoppolo never in his wildest dreams
Garoppolo
could
went to the Super
imagine
Bowl.
leading the league in
He did go to the
yards.
Super Bowl.
Yeah,
He has to win a playoff record.
carried.
He has multiple playoff
Tua
wins.
is not even good enough to get carried.
He got carried to leading the league in yards.
Yes, he did. Yes.
And the
I
show.
respect that.
Tua's not
You got to
good.
stay on it. I get it.
I don't care. Tua's not good. That's the fakest league leading yards in history.
It took you
Jameis
2
Winston led
weeks
the league in yards
to
too.
jump ship again.
On who?
Tua
Tua has always
good.
been mid.
Tua's good.
I was being sarcastic. I was joking.
And the show. And the show.
Tua's good. Yeah, Tua's good.
Fraud
He's
of the
fine.
week.
He's fine.
It's
the fraud of the week.
facts. Fraud of the week.
Oh, the fraud watch of the week. Oh, that's the Denver
Unfortunately,
Broncos.
Drew.
That is Denver Broncos.
It's us.
I love you.
We
Drew,
won
Drew,
the
Drew.
game.
Brother,
we
You didn't win. You didn't win the game.
Not with the game.
No. What we're gonna do
You
is
just lied.
no. What we're gonna do is we're gonna file a grievance with the NFL. We need to get that revoked because there's no
Drew,
way that's leverage.
Drew, I'm still with you. I want to say that. I've been with you with this Denver way
Who do y'all play next
for a
week?
minute.
Oh, Kalomak broken something.
Ooh.
That's a good question off the top of my noggin. I don't know.
I've been with you, bro,
The thing
and I'm
is-
going to stay with you.
Listen, Rick,
Frauds.
They're frauds.
Fraud of the
Fraud
week,
watch.
just a week.
They are on fraud watch.
Shut up.
Okay, there are two biggest reasons for that.
We get back on track because you're
against the Chargers.
Chargers.
fucking 3-3 game with the Raiders.
Good luck.
It's 10.
If you're playing the Chargers, good luck.
Chargers up.
There's two big
Honestly, it's been a
reasons.
bad 5 minutes for me.
Two big reasons why they're frauds.
Here we go.
Number one, they employ Bo Nix a quarterback.
Who's your favorite team?
Number one.
Two, the Green Bay Packers.
Oh, wow.
Can't say nothing
Can't
about
say
Jordan
nothing
Love,
right
can you?
now.
What do you mean he's gotten carried?
And the defense is very fraudulent. I think against top end competition, against bottle barrel teams like the Titans and stuff, they'll do their thing. But I just don't see them consistently stopping good offenses.
Right.
Really, we don't even know how good of an offense the Colts are, and they got lit up. Like it was bad.
Colts been lighting people up.
I didn't have the Broncos in my fraud watch.
Yeah, because you're not an idiot.
I had the Vikings, and specifically the Vikings offense.
It's a great
That's
answer.
my fraud watch. They are currently 31st.
Well, this
in-
could just be JJ McCarthy's face.
or
passing
or
on
I would
this.
say it could be just JJ McCarthy fraud too.
Or-
we'll see how
or we stop
Wentz
running
looks.
from it, Dels, and just name the fraud watch segment Trevor Lawrence. Stop running from it, Dels. You're trying very hard to protect him. Stop. He's not who we thought he would be. He's a fraud.
I definitely think he's been underperforming, but I just think there's others that are bigger frauds so far.
Yeah, Trevor wasn't as bad as JJ.
If he was playing, if he plays that again,
of
he'll be
course,
up
of
there.
course.
The Vikings played the Bears and Falcons defense. They're 31st
Trevor
in EPA per
played
play
good
and
enough to
32nd
win.
EPA per pass.
That's not saying much.
You did play Jake Browning.
Well, it's saying everything because I think a lot of the criticism.
I don't think
is that
Trevor
he
was
lost.
far from good. He would probably be like maybe fourth
He
on
was
this fraud
solid.
watch list.
He was solid. He was solid. He was.
It's on a short list.
Who?
Trevor.
He
was
dropped a
solid.
whole video on how he's not a franchise quarterback.
No, yeah, that doesn't mean he's not solid. He's solid.
He
And
was
performed
solid last game. I think he was.
Last game, first half, he was stupid. Second half, he was solid.
Yeah. I mean, 270, 3 touchdowns, 2 picks.
He was mid.
Yeah, and if the Diamond Brown is a caught touchdown,
That's a
4
fact.
touchdowns, 2 picks.
And one of the interceptions was
Yeah.
Brian Thomas.
But honestly, 2 of the
alligator on
interceptions to me are on him. I like the second one. You're leading BTJ into a hit when there's space in the zone.
I'll be honest, Beach just got to catch up.
At
off
minimum,
that.
you got to go towards the ball.
Yeah, like
That's all I'm asking.
I feel like Trevor Lawrence leads him into a lot of nasty hits.
I'm not.
Dak
gonna,
does that too,
Trust me, I wouldn't catch it. I'm a bitch. I'm not about to get hit by a 250-pound linebacker.
We know.
But Brian Thomas Jr. is a guy that coming into the year we think you could be a top 5 receiver in this
Yeah.
league.
It's just that
You seen what Puka and Devontae Adams said? They said, it's a wild slogan, but sometimes you got to be willing to die. That's what I want my receiver to do. Like, it might be
gotta die
crazy,
about
but
this shit.
it's the
That's the
game
deal.
you're playing, bro. It's gonna be a violent game.
You got to die about
Cam
this
I want
shit.
to say, you see Puka every single week going through
Yo, you
it.
might
He
be-
doesn't give a
You
fuck.
might be. You taller than BTJ?
Probably.
No,
Nah,
they're like
same
the
height, same height.
Y'all
How
are
tall
the
are you
same
again?
height.
6'5".
Yo, you really huge, bro. You
Yeah,
got a
no,
big
it's
cock,
just
bro.
with
that shit is crazy.
with the Jaguars, Trevor Lawrence I thought was underwhelming, but at the same time, like they lost because the defense got walked down by Jake Browning, and then BTJ dropped a gimme pass. You know,
So
that's why.
Miami, then the BTJ.
like I
pick
thought
is-
Trevor Lawrence's performance was good enough to win. It's not he didn't lose them the game.
That interception was brutal though, because he could have. They would have
Oh
scored
no, it
on
was
that play.
dumb. It was dumb. But he got hit and stuff. But it's still a
Could
terrible.
have threw it
throw.
away.
Yeah, that's just Trevor Lawrence for you. He's just gonna make a lot of boneheaded plays. Is that your fraud?
Yes.
I'm not mad
That's
at
your
that.
award winner for the week 2.
That's what I said. I said
Okay.
we should name the award Trevor Lawrence.
I'm not mad at that. I ain't mad at that at
Who
all.
was your fraud? The Broncos, correct?
Yeah, unfortunately, I really don't want to do
You
it.
fell off, man.
No, I'm actually.
We're done.
I've actually.
We're done. Because
I've
why isn't it
actually-
the Texans, bro?
I
Why isn't it the Texans? Defense just got cut up by Baker Mayfield. Why not them?
They lost to a good
That's
team.
a little better than Daniel Jones, though. To be
They lost to a good team.
Huh?
getting cut up by Baker is better than getting
Much
cut up by Daniel
first.
Jones.
Wait.
And I'll-
Now you're off on Daniel Jones. You're
He's just
nasty.
not Baker Mayfield.
Nah, they lost to a good
nasty.
And
team.
the
I can't
Bucks were
really call
not
them.
moving the ball at all, really, to the last damn drive. They left 20 points.
I mean, you're not missing much if you hop off the wagon.
What wagon?
The Broncos wagon.
Nah.
Are you hopping off it or you're waiting?
We
this
there.
guy's crazy.
We there. That's
These
my
words,
bro.
I'm feeling like Riv right now.
In the offseason, they were fucking Super Bowl contenders.
Oh my God, his defense so
Oh,
And today on my show, I named a segment 5 takes I'm changing after 2 weeks of the NFL season.
Let's hear
Are you
it.
gonna do that every 2 weeks?
No, just the first 2 weeks of the season. I only get myself 5 takes I want to change. That's it.
so much.
Only 5.
It's
so
not.
much.
It's not. It's really. And
Damn
some of
near a
them.
quarter of the league.
No. And some of them go hand in hand. So number 1, Chiefs winning the AFC West.
You said that after they lost.
Oh,
Oh, you're changing it.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
okay.
Chiefs winning the AFC West. I'm changing it. I don't think they will win the AFC West. Patrick Mahomes winning MVP. I don't think he'll win MVP.
I told y'all that when you picked the fucking dude to win MVP.
Colts finishing 3rd in the AFC South. I think they're going to finish much higher. Falcons finishing 3rd in the NFC South because I had the Panthers over them, but I'm already taking that L.
Bro's just riding waves.
And then the Broncos making the playoffs. I think they're missing the playoffs this year. I do.
So he's just grabbing. So he's grabbing all the 2-0 teams, and he's just like, all right.
Joel, one
get
of
it.
these
I get
football
it.
seasons, it's my goal not to hate you, bro.
Well, who's coming? Because the Bengals are done.
The Bengals are done. Well, the AFC West can have 3 playoff teams. I think the Chiefs are better than the Broncos.
Are excruciating.
The
to
Chargers are
coming in
deal
last.
with.
No,
You said 3
I would
teams.
have the Raiders come in last still.
Okay. So
But
you
I
think there's
think-
only 2 teams in the
But
West?
I think the Raiders are just as good as Denver.
You know
I
what,
think they'll be
Joel?
good,
You
just as
said
good as
this.
They're in the West.
You said this a
Yeah.
couple
Ravens.
episodes.
And the Chargers are going to
ago.
win the AFC West.
You
too.
said this a couple episodes ago, and it's true. You really are evil, bro.
I am.
You're not a good
Wait,
person.
but what has Denver showed you and the Chiefs showed you to where you think Denver's not going to make it and the Chiefs are?
Because the Chiefs
Yeah,
have Patrick
Patrick
Mahomes.
Mahomes.
Okay, we're still
And
riding
their
that
defense
way.
was fine against the Eagles. They played really
Everybody
well.
plays good against the Eagles offense.
So I think the Chiefs.
Cowboys defense, for a second, we're like, wait a minute, is it good? And then fucking Russell Wilson just went and threw for 500 yards.
Yeah, I'm with you.
But I think, I think the Chargers win the AFC West though. I really embodied in.
Well, one of these teams is going to be 2-0. So
Yeah, you're right. I mean, I don't think you can count out Vegas. Not from winning the AFC West. I don't think they will, but I think Vegas is in that same bracket with all the in the hunt teams. This is a really competitive football team.
What if we trade for Tyreek Hill?
wait,
That'd be tough.
you
If we
don't.
trade for Tyreek,
I think he's got too much off the field
I'm
stuff.
trying to put.
You want to
For
know
us?
the
I feel like
playoff
you guys are
teams?
buttoned
No. You don't think
Sean
Denver's
Payton.
going to miss the playoffs? You think the Colts are going to make the playoffs? because of the way they beat Denver.
No,
But
I
you
don't.
don't think Denver? Okay,
I don't have the Colts making the playoffs. I said they won't finish third in the AFC South.
so just two.
I don't think they'll
Who are
be.
your 3 wild card teams then?
So the division winners, the Ravens,
Ravens,
the
Chargers, Bills,
Bills.
Texans, Colts.
I don't want to. The AFC South is so tough. I'm still going to be in on the Texans just because I think their defense gives them a high floor.
Okay.
And it's 2 games against the Rams and the Bucks. Those are tough
Valid.
games.
So your playoff teams are
The Chiefs.
The Chiefs. The Colts.
You're gonna have to say Denver, bro.
The Raiders. It's not Denver.
No, you have
It's
to
gotta
say
probably be
Denver.
the Raiders.
No. What about the Patriots? That's your
Facts.
playoff
Facts.
team.
The Patriots,
Patriots.
too.
Yeah, that's
Facts.
dog shit. That's
Patriots over
fucking
Denver?
awful.
I wouldn't.
They have the
I wouldn't love that take after 2
they
weeks.
have the
but,
second
okay.
easiest schedule in the NFL.
Yeah, but they don't win. They're not gonna just win
They
those
were in a
games.
dogfight
They-
against
yeah.
Miami. They lost to the
Yeah,
Raiders.
I like the Patriots though.
They haven't shown
No.
that
Over
they
the
can-
Raiders. Over the Broncos.
Yeah, they're over the Raiders is
Oh,
nuts.
wow. Interesting. Oh, good
Ooh.
move.
Hey, he looks small.
That's his best
Need
play
one
of his
spot.
NFL career.
One spot left.
the
Jets?
Patriots aren't
I'll
better
go
than
Jacksonville.
the Raiders.
Jacksonville.
Jacksonville.
Over Denver?
Joel, why are you this
Now,
willing
you're
to sound
making-
stupid
yeah,
to be against the
I'm
Broncos?
going Jacksonville.
It's genuinely
He just hates-
okay.
He hates you guys.
No, it's
He's
genuinely
evil.
okay. Like, why are you forcing yourself to sound
He
bad?
thought hard about just picking teams over Denver. He like, yeah,
No, it's
Jacksonville.
Jacksonville because with the Colts
What about
and
the
Jacksonville,
Steelers? Steelers are cooked.
I don't know if I can trust their defense, but they're going to be in the hunt.
can't
We
trust
can
Jacksonville.
we can trust Jacksonville.
They just lost to Jake
Jacksonville, their offense has been really good through 2 games. Their play calling has been really good.
Jacksonville.
Yeah,
It's the turnovers though, like the turnovers and the inconsistency. On top
they
of that,
are a BTJ drop away from being 2-0.
brother,
and
Jake
being one
Browning
of the
drove
surprise
down the
teams in
field
NFL.
on them in a game-winning drive.
I know, but I think what can
Jake
improve
Brown
their
threw
defense.
3 picks in 2 quarters
Yes,
and lost.
what improved their defense is Travis Hunter playing more
Tough.
defensive snaps, and also they called the defensive pass interference on him. That wasn't a penalty.
But
at
he
all.
got fried right after that.
Travis Hunter is a good DB, and they need him to play at corner more
They
than
need
they
him
need
to
him at
be
receiver.
elite for that value.
Yes, and he's kind of been disappointing through 2 weeks because he hasn't really found a role.
I think the play calling for Jacksonville has been sound, but the turnovers and the inconsistent accuracy from Trevor Lawrence, I just don't know if you can trust him right now, especially over Denver. I think Denver's better.
Yeah.
I think the Raiders are better than
You're
the Jaguars.
partly to blame for all this, bro.
What? I called you frauds of the week. I didn't say frauds of the year.
Fair enough. It's good point.
Hey, brother, what do you mean? He put the Jacksonville Jaguars. I ain't putting them over y'all.
What kind of
Yeah.
bullshit is that?
Nah,
he's-
Jags and
he really
Pats,
said that shit out loud.
It seems unlikely.
He thought about it. He was just like, what other team? Let me see.
Like, bro, I'm willing to let you take that back right
I mean,
now.
if the Colts make the playoffs over the Broncos, would it be shocking?
Like, you
No.
didn't even say the Colts. You didn't
didn't.
even say. You said Jacksonville.
They're both. Well, one is 2-0, one is 1-1. I mean, are the Colts really a better team than Jacksonville? Can you like say that and be confident
yes.
about it?
You
Right
think-
now.
right now you feel that they are, but
Like
who
if
knows?
Jacksonville played them, I could see them beating them.
I don't
both
think the
times.
Colts will lose to Jake Browning. I'll say that.
maybe. You never know.
You right?
You never know.
Never
Any
know.
given
I'm not
Sunday.
ready. I'm not ready to put the
I will
Colts
say
in,
the Raiders are better
can't
than the
fuck with tier.
Jaguars, and that was crazy.
I think the Raiders and the Jaguars are in the same tier.
Nah.
You said the Patriots.
The Patriots gonna be good. This
Raiders
year.
beat them already. So
They
I
gave
know
him
you're.
belt.
I know you're out on them because of the Week 1 loss, but the Raiders are a good team. Like they're gonna beat a lot of good teams in this league.
well, the Patriots went war to war with the Dolphins. So
Their defense.
yeah,
their defense actually.
They went to
moved me.
war against the
Raiders.
Dolphins after a
Raiders,
players only
yeah.
meeting.
Cute defense.
That's the best effort you're gonna get all year from the Miami
yeah, as a
Dolphins.
player only meaning for the Dolphins don't mean shit to me.
Everybody was locked in even more so for that game.
if you go war to war with Miami,
But
this year, I don't know.
Patriots defense has looked solid, especially their defensive front. Christian Gonzalez coming back is gonna make them so
They
much
played
better.
2 bad offensive lines.
And Gino was
And it's
chopping
been
them
awesome.
up.
Harold Landry has already 3.5
Harold
sacks
Landry
on the
has been
season.
good. Yeah.
Yeah,
Surprisingly.
Milton Williams has been awesome. Christian Barrymore still playing his way back into shape. Once Christian Gonzalez comes back, this team is going to be really good. And
They played 1.5 pocket passers.
okay,
Patriots won't get to 9 wins, brother.
they'll get to 9 wins.
No, they won't.
You want to make the bet?
We can make a bet.
All right, let's make a bet.
40.
All right.
You could listen. If you want to stick with this dying hill, you can.
I think the Patriots are going to be really good this year.
Better than us.
Yeah, I do. Yeah, they got Drake May. They got Drake May.
Best QB in that class.
I got a lot of stock in Drake May.
That's cool.
So,
They'll be a fun team.
but I don't know. Thinking about it now,
You took Michael Penix
it's
over
really-
Drake May a couple weeks ago. I didn't forget that.
Who? Him?
you're a Jets fan that glazes Drake May, brother.
I
Pick
don't
a
give a
side,
fuck.
please. the room for the Patriots.
That doesn't change the fact that Michael Penix over Drake May was nuts.
I never took Michael Penix over Drake May.
You did.
No, I
Santos,
didn't.
find it. A couple episodes ago, before the season started.
This fandom for Drake May for Dells came after he realized that Caleb Williams might not be it.
Probably.
This fandom started before any of them played a snap.
It's true.
I was the Drake May guy in college for sure. For sure,
you weren't.
That was my guy.
No,
you
you
were the Caleb guy in college.
I
That
was-
was your guy.
Oh no, I was
That's why
definitely
you
a
was
Caleb.
all in on the Bears.
I was definitely a Caleb guy. I still am. I'm rooting for him, but I was never gonna have like this agenda because I felt like it was too. Honestly, stand to God, I was like, he's number one overall pick. He's getting too much up. I'm not gonna be like, this is my guy, and it hasn't turned out that way.
third overall pick. I mean,
Yeah, don't get me wrong.
I mean,
My whole thing was I didn't think Drake May and Caleb were that far off as prospects. That
No,
was
they
my whole
weren't.
shtick.
I mean, I thought Drake May should have been the second overall pick over Jaden. So
He was my second quarterback.
I love Drake May a lot, but no, yeah, the AFC with the Bengals getting hurt, it definitely weakens the landscape of
It
it.
wasn't making that shit either.
I mean,
man.
if the Broncos don't make a playoffs at this point, that would be pretty embarrassing. After we named all these teams and stuff, sheesh.
I mean, we all had them as a top 10 team in power rankings.
we had the Patriots like bottom 10, by the way.
We did, but they had an easy schedule.
Yeah, nothing they've shown me convinced me they're gonna make the playoffs.
They had an easy schedule, but also you got to think, bro, like teams like 15 to like 24. It's like, dude, so many, one little thing, you know?
Yeah, I felt that. I mean, they can go to war with the Panthers and shit. Like
Yeah, the Patriots next couple of games, they play the Steelers at home. Then they play the Panthers.
they can lose both of those games.
They can also really win both of
They
those
could
games
definitely
too.
win both of
I'd be
those.
shocked if they beat the Steelers.
Then they're on the road against the Bills.
Well,
Then they
fucking
play the
serious.
Saints and they play the Titans.
win,
Okay.
win,
Then they play the Browns.
win.
Titans and Browns,
Yeah.
they can lose and they can win.
I
Not
mean,
even
this
trouble.
team, at the middle of the season, this team could be like 7.
We're talking about teams in their tier.
Well, I think these are teams that they're better than, though.
I mean, based off what?
And then they play the Falcons, Bucks, Jets, Bengals,
Literally
Giants.
based off what is right.
Like between them and Cleveland, based off what? Quarterback play.
Yeah, I would take New
Sure.
England. I would
The
take New England.
defense, I'm taking Cleveland's defense.
I'm
The offensive talent, honest to God, I would probably take Cleveland. It's really outside of quarterback.
I mean, we'll see. We have a
You
bet.
know what I'm saying? Like,
I mean, nobody was in on the Chargers last year. I was the only person that was in on them, so
fuck that got to do with this year?
because nobody's in on the Patriots.
The
It's
Chargers
fine.
at least have a guy.
Drake
Jolson
May's
on
a
the Patriots.
Drake May's a guy.
I don't think they're gonna make the playoffs.
Drake May's a guy.
I was in on the Chargers last year though.
Maybe not this year. Maybe next year.
Drake May's a guy, and
Drake May's
he's
definitely
a
a guy.
guy.
Next year he'll be a guy.
No, this year he's gonna
You
see.
didn't even,
He's gonna
you
be
didn't
a
even
not
put
guy.
him a
gonna be-
franchise guy.
You didn't.
Yeah, I didn't
You
because
didn't, which
it's
lost me.
first
He's
2
not
weeks
a
of the
guy.
season.
So I'm saying he's not
But
a
I'm
guy
saying
right now.
throughout this season, he's gonna prove that he is that good. He's a great player.
Statistically, he's not gonna have any crazy numbers, but he's gonna have moments you're like, holy shit.
Okay.
I don't know. I see a real big leap from him this year. He's gonna be really freaking good.
I see it next year.
I just don't think
We
they
all
have
see the
weapons
same
to-
thing. I just don't think we see it at the same
I just
time.
told you the schedule. The schedule, they don't play good teams.
Brother, they're not a good team.
All right, we'll see.
You know what I'm saying? Like
We'll see.
you told me
We
teams
have-
that
we
they
have-
could
good
lose to.
counterpoint, Rev.
Like,
We
they're
have
not a
counter.
good
we
team.
have the $40 bet,
All right.
so we'll see.
Nine
Such a
wins.
unique
That's it.
number.
Like,
That's
all
it.
right.
They're not a good team because they lost by 1 score to the Raiders, who are going to be in the playoff hunt.
They also were in a fucking dogfight with a team that you think is dog shit.
Yeah, and they won.
And
It's
they're a
division
fucking
game.
Devon H.N. ball hair away from losing the
Division
game.
games are always tough. They're always tough, unless it's the Jets Bills.
Brother, it's
Whoa,
Tua.
whoa.
Right? The guy who you think shouldn't even be in the NFL, right? I guess.
Oh, he had Lad wide open.
Yeah.
That would have been good
You
for
got
my
tip.
fantasy team.
He
Ooh.
just threw it. I know, threw it to the wrong guy though.
But we'll see. It's going to be a long NFL season.
We'll see.
I love the early parts.
Jacksonville
of the
make the playoffs. We stamping that for you.
season. Jacksonville, yes. I
Big
like it.
turnaround.
Saxonville,
Yes,
Josh
sir.
Hines Allen.
Who calls him that?
Wait until BTJ.
Josh Hines?
No, Saxonville.
Oh, that
Oh,
was a nickname at one
No,
point.
it's been. I know it's been some
Yeah.
time though.
They're not that defense no more, but wait until BTJ gets the yips out of his system.
Mhm.
He starts bracing for contact.
Yes, sir.
I mean, this offense is already playing really great, and there's so many problems.
Great
It's
is-
actually a good sign.
Great is strong.
Two
but
and
I
looks
get it.
solid.
No, great is not strong. They haven't played great.
Yo,
Let's go.
2-0 D.
I just hate the
look good.
turnovers. I'll
Right.
say that. I just hate the
He was
turnovers.
super efficient with the
Yeah,
touches.
no, even with the turnovers, they have back-to-back games of 400 plus total yards of offense, and they're running the ball really well.
Yeah, I mean they were in that
Defense,
in that
Panthers
Panthers
and
game. They were
Bengals.
struggling before that little 2 hour, 3 hour thing.
Versus the
like
Panthers,
first quarter,
I
though,
kind of
to
felt
be
like the
fair.
opposite. I felt like they were playing really well, and then the delay happened.
It was so early in the game.
Yeah, it was super early. Nah, because I felt like the score was like what 3-10.
Against the Bengals, it's actually unbelievable they lost because like
I don't know
they
how
were
the fuck they lost.
they were walking down the field every time. I felt like they
Jake
went away
Browning
from the run.
literally drove down the field on them. Like it was embarrassing.
But yeah, I mean, Jake Brown
You know,
tried to get in the game. They're like, fine,
He
three
threw the
picks
pick-
won't
he
do it. I
threw the
guess
pick,
I'll
and then
win.
he was like, you know what? Fuck it. I'm
Oh,
gonna drop
fuck
the
it.
field.
Yeah,
Like, I'm gonna
fuck it.
drop
I'll
down
do
the
it.
field on
The
ya.
T. Higgins touchdown, the drop before that.
They couldn't stop
Drake
him.
Brown had a lot of good moments that overshadowed his
Just
bad moments.
this three interceptions in 2.5 quarters is nasty.
But that's gonna do it for this episode of Pick Aside Podcast, episode 512.
12. Nice.
Last was 511.
I guess.
No, it's
12.
actually 511.
I was gonna say I was guessing.
511. You guys can follow us on Twitter at Pick Aside Pod, on Instagram and TikTok at Pick Aside Podcast. Make sure you guys join our Week 3 NFL Pick'em contest on Splash Sports. We'll announce the winner of that contest on Wednesday, and then we'll have you guys on the show try to set up a time. And we'll also announce the NBA 2K26 giveaway very, very soon. Probably tonight, tomorrow. One of those two. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you guys next time.